Alright, mic testing, mic testing. Okay, perfect. Let me go to my main camera. Alright, we're live, and as you guys can tell by talent thumbnail, today I'm going to be working on the part 11 of making my game in Unreal Engine, where today is actually day, I think, 230. In fact, check me on that. I did actually set my day while writing my title in my actual stream here, but I don't really remember what day was it. That said, last stream, I did actually work on most of the logic, and I was pretty much done with my program. Although I decided that I wanted to add an HP regeneration, but my clock ran out of time, so I had to just wrap the stream up. So this stream, I'm gonna wrap my entire game logic up after adding my HP regeneration for, let's say, I might want to, let's say, regenerate 2 HP every second, only if I haven't taken any damage for, let's say, 2 to 3 seconds. So let's move on to my gameplay screen. And guys, I don't know what just happened to my throat. I feel like coughing right now. Hold up, let me just grab my cloud up here just so it's a little more visible on the screen. There we go. Okay, perfect. That said, I did actually create a new chat and I got the prompt and all that because I don't want to spend a lot of time at all this stream. I want to quickly get back to my meshes because I won't be working. I might actually work on making some clothes if I actually kind of failed on making the clothes. Then I will be moving on to working on a map because I'm gonna first be working on the compulsory stuff, for example, maps and different types of animation and all that stuff. And then I'm going to be working on making a male mannequin as well, so I could just slap clothes and texture it. But first, I want to try making clothes. Let's scroll all the way up here. Okay, and then let me just make sure everything is going good because usually, let me just close that. There we go. Okay, yeah, because usually I don't pay as much attention as I used to in my streams because I just have like two windows right now. So one is for my prompt and the other is for my actual streaming. So I can't really see my chat. So I do that in my phone here. And that said, founded the line I needed. So change arena characters as header files, add a regeneration, a regen variable, and receive damage declaration. Add this block inside the protected data member right below the reset combo. Okay, so let's go to my arena characters as header files. Under the protected data member, okay, so add this block under the protected section right below the reset combo. So this is arena characters' header file. So I need HP regeneration. Assuming somewhere here. There we go. Here is my reset combo. I'm gonna go ahead and add that. Maybe just so it looks a little better, I'm gonna be adding tabs here. I bet by now your head is dented like it's a paper, guys. Dented like it's a paper is kind of crazy. Okay, that's it. I'm just gonna go ahead and grab all my comments here, so it's a little clean. That's it. I'm gonna hit Control S to save the code. Next up, change to arena character.c++, initialize the variable add regen logic to tick, implement the two functions. You got really less popular. This is what you get for vibe coding and having an annoying voice. Guys, that actually sounds kind of crazy. That said, and for the record, actually, I don't really think that I was popular to begin with, which we call it. The reason I used to get a lot of views back then is also because I used to work on an easy language, for example, like Python, that many people understood, and that I actually knew what I was doing. Unlike my Unreal Engineer, this is where I'm really learning from scratch type stuff. So, who would want to see someone learn from scratch? The fun part is going to be next series where I'm actually going to be learning this in depth and trying to build real projects and all that. For now, the reason I am using Claude to really get my source code is because I ran out of time, and my main priority for this series is to get my game shipped by the end of the day 250. That said, I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the next part, which is change to arena characters is C++ file, initialize the variable, add regen logic to tick, implement two functions. So in the constructor, add this line below, damage accumulator. Okay, so I gotta get my constructor here. Let's scroll up to my constructor. Okay, so I have my damage accumulator. Okay, so it's okay right below damage accumulator. So we have time since last damage because I do have a logic where I do want to implement a logic where every 3 seconds of me not taking damage, every 2 to 3 seconds if I didn't take damage, then I'm going to regenerate my health by 2 every second. That's it. Next up, in the tick function, add this block right after the HUD update and before the death check. Okay, so in the tick right after the HUD update and before the death check. Okay, so HUD update and before the death check. You know what? If I think about it, instead of regenerating 2 HP every single what's it called? Instead of regenerating 2 HP every second, I might want to regenerate 2% of my max HP. That actually would be a bit better. What up, guys? Just zoom in. Okay, let me say something like since I got another idea. Dot dot dot. Instead of regenerating 2 HP per second, can it be that I regenerate 2% of my max HP every second if I did not take any damage for 3 seconds, question mark? Okay, guys, this actually sounds much better, and let me just go with something like, okay, can it be that I regen? There we go. And this is going to be regenerating, and that's going to be instead. I added the code only for my arena characters .h file. Here's the thing, I did add one for C++ as well, didn't I? Let's check the header files. Okay. And in the .cpp file, I just added the line that goes on my constructor. I did not touch the tick yet. Okay, there we go. Let's just fix some of my typos. This is gonna be and then let's send it. I think 2% is gonna be much better since I do have a logic where I can increase my HP as well. Let's say I have someone played the game for like 10 hours straight and they have 10,000 HP, and there are like 50,000 NPCs coming to attack them. That would be kind of hard. Okay, even better idea. 2% max HP scales the player as they invest HP upgrades. That's a smart decision. Only one line changes in regen tick. Okay, replace this. How long have you been using Unreal Engine? Actually, I have been working with Unreal Engine for about, let's say, 150 days or something. I think it's been like above 100 days type stuff. Okay, the $1 million question. Can this bro make a mesh plane with a flat texture without struggling without AI in Blender 3D? Actually, I have done that. At first, I used to just slap textures to planes because I didn't really know how to really model properly. But these days, I have been consistently having a Blender series once every week. So I think I got pretty good. And a matter of fact, I think like a few hours after, once I'm done with my regeneration logic in like Unreal Engine, which is the final part of my game logic, I will go on to Blender and work on making my meshes. Hopefully, I'm going to be making clothes for my Hannah first, and then making a map, and then modeling a male mannequin, and then slapping clothes, textures, hairstyles, and all that to him. Or if I could not make clothes, which I actually did kind of find a few ways to really work on making them. Although, regardless of all those, if I could not still make my models as clothes, then I'm going to be moving on to the map. I won't be spending a lot of time. Speaking of which, even better, only line changes in regen tick stand component hue 2.f with percent. Okay. So everything remains the same. All I gotta do is find my tick function. So I added that. Let's go to my tick. Now in my tick, add this block right after the HUD update and before the death check. Right after the HUD update and before the death check. Before the death check. Alright, so HUD. Okay, there we go. It's right here. Okay, gotta kind of sandwich this here. Okay, do you know how to do subdivision modeling? That actually does. Okay, I did kind of realize that. At first, I didn't really know how people used to get the how people used to have good topology and all that, how they used to round their meshes up and all that. Later, I came to realize that adding a subdivision does help a lot. It makes your blocky mesh look more should I say all rounded all over. Guys, I don't know, I forgot the correct word for it. I remember using it in my last Blender stream. That said, then add these two functions at the bottom of the C++ file. So at the bottom of the C++ file, I need to add two functions. Okay, and this is the new way that I actually realized that I can really add my functions type stuff. Back in the days, I used to keep my begin play, and actually, I used to keep all my functions under my begin play, but not above or but not below my tick. Tick used to be my last ever function that I used to have in my C++. So that was something to change here. That's change to the Arena AI controller. So I can go ahead and hit Control S to save the code here. And now let's move on to my Arena AI controller. Since I can't find that, I'm gonna go here. There we go. Let's exit that. Okay. Replace the direct stat component hit with receive damage. So in handle attack, replace this with that. So I gotta go ahead and find my handle attack. Okay, so in handle attacks this function, let me know if you guys can see handle attack. I see handle patrol, I see handle chase, I see handle death. I think that was my last. I think I skipped over attack. There we go. So in my handle attack, I gotta replace the player character, stat component attack, this entire if statement. Okay, replace this. This does come under control. You know what? I think it's this. Okay, so I have a player controller. Oh wow, okay, so I can't really do that. There. This is an if statement. Okay, perfect. And then that is the 3 lines. Okay, that is a 3-line focus on Unreal Engine. Control Shift B. But later I added another thing. Smooth makes objects look more organic. That actually does make sense. I did learn how to like sculpt these as well. And sculpting is it was like a lifesaver. My entire model that I did work on was basically sculpting. So that was actually pretty cool. Okay, that's sad. Only thing to change in Regentic, replace this stat component in Regentic. Okay, let's hit Control S. In Regentic. Okay, that's the one difference since you added the .h file. Regentic. Let's go with Control F. Regentic. Okay, well there is no Regentic here. Okay, I might go to my header files here. I do see a Regentic here, so that's a good thing. Okay, so in my Regentic, I'm gonna go ahead and replace something. Okay, so and this line replaces to this. This is percent-wise. Okay, and then let me go ahead and grab plot here. It's even useful for like modeling a chair. I wonder, would I need assets such as chairs and all those like chairs, vehicles, cars, and all that in my program? I don't really think so. Although I do need VFX and I think some rigging as well. So let me say something like done exclamation. Making sure, did I save everything? Let's go with Control S. I'm gonna remove that and then S. There we go. Okay, guys, it's really important to save everything. Okay, let's verify. Before you go live, I'm already live. Tell me what you see in your screen right now. Did Control Shift B build succeed through errors? Okay, well, I guess we're opening our whatchamacallit, our project file here. Okay, hey 60 boy, have you tried your VLang already? Honestly, I haven't tried VLang yet, but I will definitely try it pretty soon. Let's go here. Let's go to my Unreal Engine 5 projects, and then I'm gonna go to Calamity 2. Double click my U project here. This is gonna open my Unreal Engine. There we go. Now in my Unreal Engine, I'm gonna wait for it to open first. Okay, the stream is about to see, guys. I forgot to tell Claude that I'm already live. This was kind of okay. I mean that's fine because I'm almost done with my project. Like how long has it been? 15 minutes since I started streaming. There we go. Okay, there's a lot of content here. Well, let's hit Control Alt F11 to compile the code real quick. Now let's see what it says. Positive, it's going to say build succeeded because I just added a few logic, like a little bit of logic to it. Compiling changes, okay. And yeah, since this is the first time I open my program, it's going to take a bit longer. Never mind, it just took 15 seconds. Okay, let me grab plot up here again and let me say something like, I forgot to tell you that I was live 15 minutes ago and my compile said that it succeeded succeeded exclamation. I think I spelled succeeded wrong. That's it. Let's see. Okay, the stream has been watching this whole time and you didn't tell me, guys. That was actually kind of awful of me. That's fine, build succeeded, that is what matters. Now, tested live. Okay, now tested live now. While the stream watches hit PIE. Okay, I think PIE is play an engine. I'm pretty sure I didn't know the meaning of this before, but now I do. And get into a wave, let the enemies hit you, count 3 seconds. Okay, well, let's run the program. If I would run the program, this is my program here. Oh, my bad. I think I gotta take some damage. I'm gonna wait. There we go. I took some. Let me take actually some more. There. Okay, now let me just go ahead and kill the enemy real quick. Okay, let's wait for 3 whole seconds. Random and useless fact, someone named a DVD and CD burner programmer as I quote, burn baby burn. I see. Oh, okay, I do regen 2%. So 97, 99, 100. Okay, perfect. I think now this is the time where I can actually kill my NPCs without any kind of worries. Okay, and you guys might think I'm regenerating like way too fast, but eventually the program is really hard for the time being. So I do need fast regeneration because for the time being I have less NPCs. Sure, it's going to be easy to kill them and all that. Okay, then 55. I'm gonna just go ahead and kill them. There we go. You guys see, I lose my HP so fast that it's only fair that I regenerate them fast as well. Yeah, I'm gonna try because it was almost impossible for me to beat this. I think like go past wave 2. Hold up. Might need to save some HP. This might be the end, guys. Actually, never mind. As long as you're good at ratting, you're good. Let's just run and recover a little. Okay, 43, 45. This is 2% of my max HP though. So every 10 seconds, I'm gonna be at, let's say, 20% of my max HP. So to recover to 100%, 2 times what is 100 actually? So 2 tens are 20, 2 20s are 40, 2 30s are 60, 2 40s are 80, 2 50s are... Okay, so I need to wait 50 seconds. A minute to get back to 100 HP, but we lose our health so fast, like you gotta attack them and just run in an instant. Okay, actually, I think I should have invested in my defense. I shouldn't have gone with attack. But well, once I lose, I get this overlay up here, which has which has 2 buttons. One that says that I survived my wave, the other that says the number of kills that I had. I can restart or I can quit. I'm gonna quit for the time being. And well, that was actually pretty much it. Now, basically, I just gotta add different meshes for my characters here. Meanwhile, I'm gonna go with Control-Shift-S. Make sure I save everything. I'm gonna go back here. Let me grab Claude and say, it works, exclamation. Should I add sprint? Should I add sprint? I don't know. Where's the player? Did China steal him to get material for their shit electronics? Honestly, guys, my player is kind of, whatchamacallit here. I think it's my camera. I gotta kind of fix my camera and all that, but for the time being, it does work. Let me say something. Let's say it works. Now, should I work on making my meshes, question mark? Okay, let's see if I gotta work on making my meshes. Okay, not yet. You're not done with logic. You told me to start on the chat. Day 12 prompt asked me the player HP bar, the wave counter, the full... Okay, and again, guys, I did not really show... this is the old prompt that I reused for getting this because I don't want to create like a brand new prompt and like give it to a brand new chat. It is a brand new chat, but with the old prompt. Let me see. I am done with the HP system and all of that. Okay, I think my program is pretty much wrapped up. I just gotta make meshes now. Good, then one final question. Did you do the full end-to-end playtest from day 212? Wave 1 kills enemy, countdown 0, pixie stat, player dies, restart wave, quit game, exits cleanly. Here's the thing. I want to try a small thing though. That was a good thing to point out. Combo 10, it says. I'm gonna go ahead. Oh, it does disappear. I just want to make sure that if it disappears. I'm gonna exit, I'm gonna run. Damage counter 1. It switches to combo 10. Well, I guess we found a small error, but that looks kind of good to be honest. Damage counter is 1 and then combo 190, combo 210, 220, all these bunch of combos as long as we can click faster, which I forgot. I absolutely forgot that FPS does matter here. Like the faster I click, the faster the wave ends. Guess we need an auto clicker for this. Well, it's done. I guess it has finally come to an end. But right now, everything works. Exclamation. Okay, let's see. 213 days. Game has been complete. Brawler. Okay, everything done. Anti-class. What is left to ship? Player mesh from Blender. Enemy mesh from Blender. Arena mesh from Blender. Attack animations. UI art polish. Sound effects. Difficulty tuning. Packaging for Windows. I think we're almost done, to be honest. I'm gonna hit Control Alt S to save the code, exit that, and then I'm gonna go ahead and exit, let's see, my Visual Studio as well. And now the moment of truth. I'm gonna go ahead and double click my Hannah Clothes blend. This is where I actually worked on making the clothes for my let me say Hannah here. I'm gonna delete that. Hello, let me delete it. There we go, and then let me delete that as well. Okay, because now I'm going to be working on making the meshes again, and I wouldn't need Cloud for this. I'm just trying to open my chat here. There we go. Okay, there we go. So now, basically, I did work a little bit. I did watch like a few videos. I think I need to use the I needed a modifier. Let me check what modifier real quick. I have a subdivision, not a decimate modifier. What was the shrink wrap? There we go. So I'm going to be using shrink wrap modifier here. To begin with, I'm going to go ahead and click Shift A. Guys, it's been a while since I used Blender, but now I'm going to be using Blender like for all my streams basically until I'm not done with creating all my meshes, so that's going to be pretty fun. I'm going to go with, let's say, a plane. Okay, now in my plane, I'm going to go ahead and rotate it. Okay, and in case you guys didn't really know, I do have the kind of model that I was looking to make. Like, this is the kind of mesh that I actually wanted to make. Go to the y-axis. There we go. Although I don't really think I'm going to go for it because this seems a little hard. I'm going to make a basic one. Let's go with R, Z, maybe X, 90. Okay, I'm going to get a 90 degrees, and then I'm going to go with R, Z, 90 as well. Then get it up here. I think the player was stolen for scrap metal. I see. Okay, that's it. Let me go with something like S to scale it down, and I'm going to go ahead and hit G, X, and get it in the y-axis. I'm going to hit E to extrude. Wait, did I not move on to... There we go, edit mode. E to extrude. Okay, and in case you guys might be thinking, what am I doing? I'm going to just decrease this. Okay, I'm going to select one face and hit E to extrude. Actually, at E to extrude, I might go with G, X. Okay, and then let's go with A. I'm going to go with GX. Okay, and this is going to be working as, let's say, my top. I'm going to go with GZ, get myself higher. Okay, and then I might go here and hit a GX to get myself out. Okay, perfect. I think that's about it. I'm going to go here. I'm going to go with GZ, get myself higher. There we go. Maybe a bit more. GZ. There. Okay, so basically what is this going to do is basically going to work as my top now. Okay, and I got to add a bunch of control art loop cuts. There we go. I'm going to go with GX to get myself a bit more to the back. Okay, well, perfect. And guys, this is just plan one. If this didn't work, then I got to manually cut every single part of my original mesh and kind of duplicate that and add a cloak like that. But for the time being, I'm going to go to the y-axis. Okay, and I'm going to add a control R loop cut here. And I'm going to change it to a lot of loop cuts. Okay, and then that is 27, right? Should I go with 30? 1, 2, 3. Is 30 a good number? I think it is. And then I'm going to go here, control R. I'm going to go ahead and change that number to 30 as well. Here's the thing. That was 30 horizontally. I wanted it to be vertically as well. So I'm going to go with control R. And then let's change that to 30. Hope these are not a lot of loop cuts. It does look like a lot of loop cuts. Oh my gosh, it's actually a lot. That's fine. The more loop cuts we have, the better it is. Because if I were to add my shrink wrap right now, and then I were to select my surface, which is going to be this, it's going to shrink wrap it perfectly. Did it though? Oh no, I forgot something important. Wait, does this actually look good? Hold on. Okay, alright, wait, hold up. I gotta think this out real quick. Shrink wrap did help a lot, to be honest. Wait, let me just go here. What if I were to hit G? Does it move out or in? Because it does act like some sort of clothes here. What if I hit S? Does it really disappear that easily? Okay, wait, hold up. I think I got the mistake. I think I got what mistake I did. I'm pretty sure that we gotta go ahead and delete it all from this side. So I'm gonna go ahead and move on to my surface select. I'm gonna hit L. Oh, I gotta select everything manually this side. Well, I guess I'm glad that this exists. I'm gonna go ahead and maybe just delete the surrounding areas from my arm. Would that help? Would this actually help or do the trick? Okay, I'm gonna go with shift and select everything here as well. Okay, just gonna get everything off my arm. And again, guys, if I couldn't really model this float, I'm gonna be working on doing this off stream, and on stream I'm gonna be working on the map because I do need a map equally as bad as I need this floats here. I'm gonna go ahead and let's say open my wireframe mode in the y-axis. I'm gonna go to wireframe, and now let's select everything again. You guys might be thinking why? Because apparently wireframe selects the other side as well. Yeah, let me go there. There we go. Because there are two sides, the back as well. I don't want to manually do the hard work of selecting everything and coming back here. I should have started off by using the wireframe mode. That was my bad. But it's fine. There we go. Let's select everything up here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and let's say delete vertices. If I were to go ahead and exit outside of my wireframe mode, both sides are kind of hollow-ly empty. Shoulders look good, or should I? I think my shoulders does look good, to be honest. Now I can go ahead and add a shrink wrap. Okay, fingers crossed, let's add a surface. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and add that here. Wrap mode, what does project sound? Whoa. What does a nest vertex sound? What does target sound? Hey, it's not that bad actually. Like, how do I fix something here? Maybe because I got my proportional editing on. I might close my proportional editing. I might hit A and I might scale it. Oh, there are a lot of words here. There. But that looks something good. Okay, it does sort of look like close here. Thing is, it's so laggy up here actually because of all these vertices. Do you guys have any other way to do this besides adding a shrink wrap modifier? Because I'm pretty sure I'm not doing something correct. I could go with a target. What if my okay black hairstyle? I don't want that to be my target. I want my target to be this. And then I could go ahead and close this. Offset. Oh, there we go. It's the offset that we change. Hey, I'm not even gonna lie. It doesn't look half bad. Vertex object. The more I increase it, okay, and then what is something actually getting in the way? Because it does look pretty good when it comes to close if I increase my offsets here. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, that looks pretty good. I just gotta delete a few vertices so it wraps around cleanly. Okay, I might need to add a color, or what if I hide this? Hey, if I were to hide that, it doesn't look half bad. Let me actually select this, click tab, and move on to my sculpt mode. In the sculpt mode, if I were to hit my scale, my smooth, I can go ahead and smoothen this whole thing out. Oh wow, that takes a lot of time to smoothen out. Okay, let me just go ahead and smoothen. Let me increase my strength to the max. I want to see what it does when I keep smoothing it out. Okay, you know what? I kind of give up on smoothening it out. Instead, I'm going to remesh. Let's see if that makes a difference. Let's remesh it to that. There. Okay, remeshing does do something, and I learned one thing is that I might need to remove my bottom from here. So I'm gonna select that, select that, select that, that. Or maybe I got an even better idea. Guys, my throat is kind of killing me. There, so it's negative z-axis. Oh, what's wrong with my throat? There we go, it's here. I'm gonna go ahead and hide this here. Just gonna select that. I'm gonna right click and delete. Let's get my plane back up here. Those meshes are gonna disappear now. Now if I go, oh wait, I just realized one thing. The use the shrink wrap modifier in object mode, not really edit mode. I think that may be the reason why it felt a little messed up. Hey, this doesn't look good actually. I mean, it doesn't look bad, honestly. Although there's one concern that I have. Is that my actual clothes? Oh, it is nice. Okay, you know what? If I didn't know any better, I'd actually go with this. It's not half bad. And then I could just go ahead and smoothen it all out from here. Let me actually hide my object here. I'm gonna go to sculpt mode. And actually, before going to sculpt mode, we need to go to edit mode for some reason. I don't really know why. I'm gonna go there. It looks good, okay? I don't really know what you guys... I mean, I don't think anyone is actually saying anything that it does not look good, but still. Okay, now the next thing is I might have to remove stuff from the top. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do the next thing. Did I? Seriously? Windows Shift C, get rid of that part. I'm gonna go to the positive x-axis. I'm gonna grab that there. That is my head. I'm gonna right click and delete face. So we basically just need something like this. And then now I'm gonna grab my character here. I'm gonna go to object mode. I'm gonna add a shrink wrap. And guys, this is my first time at working with shrink wrap, so that might be a reason why it's not really as perfect. But I'm not even gonna lie, Okay, I think this made it a little worse. I might need it to be close because I want to give it something like a warrior. Unless actually it does look good because I will be adding some kind of an armor here. Okay, let me go all the way up here. So I need to add some sort of armor here, like a chest plate, and then this is going to be my shoulder armor. And that actually might be good. I'm gonna hide my mesh again. I'm gonna go here. And then let's move on to, let's say, edit mode. I'm gonna go ahead and click that. I'm gonna make sure that I apply this stuff. So I might go to object mode real quick and then let's apply it. Whoops. Oh, okay, I was like, there's no way. Oh my gosh, how did I click that twice in a row? There, it's kind of empty from the top and everything is good. Now let's go to sculpt mode. In sculpt mode, I'm gonna go ahead and remesh it. Whoa, okay, I did not expect. Okay, you know what? What else was I expecting? Oh, I guess I'm gonna have to scale it manually. I mean, smoothen it manually. Hey, even if I were to smoothen it manually, you guys can't tell me it looks bad. It actually looks way better than I thought it would. Okay, and then I'm just gonna go here, and I need to work on making my map next, so I can be spending a lot of time, but in the same time, this mesh could either be whatchamacallit, my main characters' model or my enemies' model. So I gotta still be a little more precise when adding some kind of texture to it and all that stuff. But hey, this looks good. Okay, I think I'll settle with this. Okay, I might just check everything from here. Okay, and then I'm gonna hit tab. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to object mode, right click, and I'm gonna shade, let's say I'm gonna shade smooth. Maybe I'm gonna go ahead and select that shade auto smooth. Did that make it any better? Maybe I'm gonna grab my character here. Did it? Hey, this is actually one of the best clothes that I've made so far, even though it does not really look like a nice, like a good little cloth. Okay, then maybe I'm gonna go with Control Z. Okay, and then I'm gonna right click and I'm just gonna shade smooth. I'm not gonna shade auto smooth. That looks so much better. Okay, actually, guys, I might be much better at modeling than I give myself credit to be. Okay, now I just gotta go ahead and kind of close this part up, close that part. I don't know, it looks... Okay, let me just test something out. I'm gonna hide this character again. I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna hit edit and move on to the sculpt mode. In my sculpt mode, I'm gonna click G, and then I might get this character back up here. Okay, now I'm gonna grab that and I'm gonna just get that somewhere like that. You know, you guys, are you guys understanding what I'm doing here? Pretty sure not. Okay, here's the thing. It'd be so much better if I could shade smooth, or instead, actually, I might leave this like this because this looks pretty good. I'm gonna be adding a belt here, and this might be like a jacket from the top. Okay, hold up, that might actually be, guys, that might be honestly genius. Let me change this to something like Is this called a jacket or a scarf? I think it's called a jacket. Jacket. Guys, I'm gonna change the name later. I don't really know how to add names. That's it. That is my mesh collection. This is my. It looks more like a crop top than a jacket. Let's go with something like CROPTO. Okay, perfect. Next up, I'm gonna go ahead and work with the bottom. It's gonna honestly be the same process. I'm gonna add a plane down here. I'm gonna go with something like R, and then let's hit something like X, or yeah, RX and 90, and then I'm gonna go with RZ 90. Okay, now that I have this mesh here as well, I'm gonna go with something like GX to get myself in front, and then I'm gonna hit Tab, and then I'm gonna hit E to go in edit mode. I'm gonna go with AGX, get myself in the center. Oh wait, that is actually massive. I'm gonna go here. Here's the thing, what am I making right now? Am I gonna be making a belt or something else? I think I might make a belt, really depends. Let's go with GC. Okay, instead I might go with I might make a bottom here. So I'm gonna hit something like GX. I'm gonna get in front, and then I'm gonna go there, hit GX, and then get a bit more in front. I mean, backwards. Speaking of backwards, I just realized I gotta fix my camera. Gonna go to configure video, increase my gain. There we go. Okay, and is it like kind of lagging on my screen when I do this stuff? Okay, so to do this, I'm gonna actually add the same thing as I did before. I'm gonna go with Control R, add a loop cut here. I'm gonna set the number to be 30. Because I just realized the more loop cuts we have, the better it is. And then let's add another loop cut somewhere here. I'm gonna set that to be 30. Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and add a horizontal loop cut, which is going to be set to 30 as well. Okay, and there we have it. I think that's perfect. Next up, I'm gonna go to tab. I'm gonna select that. I'm gonna go ahead and add a shrink wrap modifier, and my object is gonna be this. Oh my gosh, what did I just make? Hold on, let me just extend this. It doesn't look bad. I don't know what you guys talking about. Okay, you know what? I don't think you guys are talking about anything. Although for my shrink wrap to really work, I'm gonna hide that. I'm gonna go ahead and hide my actual mesh. Okay, and then I'm gonna go here. This kind of replicates everything. I may not need my top. And what are these side things? Let me just get my character here. Okay, I wish we could hide half the characters. So I have my sides. This may look like let me think. So if in my defense, the side part could look like the place where I'm going to be sticking like kunais or weapons, this might be so much better as my NPC here. Okay, and then I just got to increase the length from there, unless I want to add a different kind of armor here. So in that case, this might need to be a bit smaller. Wait, there we go. Don't want it to be that thick. I just want it to be little perfect from the back. If I extend it, it's just gonna go at it. It's gonna extend a lot. Okay, there we go. That does not really look as bad, but if I were to extend it a bit more, the hand kind of shrinks. But that makes my waist look way too big. There we go. And then I'm just gonna smoothen this part out. I can go ahead and hide this character for now. And then let's select this. And then I'm gonna go to, let's say, edit mode, and then I'm gonna sculpt mode. In sculpt mode, I'm gonna go ahead and remesh. There we go. Okay, you know what? Remeshing it this way didn't. Okay, you know what? I might need to add a bit more details when remeshing. I'm gonna go ahead and remesh. Excuse me, guys. Let me just go ahead and remesh a bit less. There we go. I want to have more meshes. You know what? This isn't half bad. I don't want to add too much. I don't want to add too much detail. And then I'm gonna just hit S to smooth. And let's work. I think I smoothed it out way too much. I mean, I want some more detailing in this. It may not be as much detailing. What if I grab that there? Okay, so I might need this part. What if I didn't want that part? Could I? Okay, let's go with plan B. You guys may think what plan B actually is. That's a right to think. gonna go here. I'm gonna go to, let's say, negative Z axis, hide my mesh, hide my crop top, select that. And now I'm gonna grab my mesh back up here. I'm gonna go with G, Z, and get myself higher. Oh God, I should have done this first. Can't do it there. Need to be here. Okay, well, I guess I gotta add this before my subdivision modifiers. Let's go with Windows Shift C. Okay, here's the thing. My top part is gonna be G, C, lower, under my belly button. And then this part is gonna be G, Z. Let's see right there. Okay, perfect. And then for my sides, I'm gonna go with, let's say, G, Y, a bit here. Okay, because I don't want this to be too big. And then I'm gonna go with GY a bit here. Okay, because I don't want to try different greases. Later on, I can go ahead and just add everything else to it. Okay. Now, if I were to go ahead and hit Control R to add a loop cut here, I think I didn't add a correct loop cut. Okay, let's go with Control. Let's go to edit mode. I'm gonna go with Control R, add a loop cut here. I'm gonna set my loop cut to be 30. Okay, because the more loop cut, the better. And then I'm gonna add another loop cut here. The reason I say the more loop cut, the better, is because later on I'm going to be using a decimate modifier to reduce the amount of meshes that I've got in general. That's going to make it a bit better. There we go. So for now, I'm just working on the detailing of my mesh and not really the actual structure. Okay, well, I guess I'm going to go to object mode, right click. Let's go ahead and add a shrink wrap modifier. I want to shrink wrap it to this. And then let's just increase it a little. There. No hands, nothing. Okay, I think it should have been a bit higher. This is way too low. It's making it so hard for me to see because of the crop top up here. There. Okay, if I increase it, it just increases the top. I don't want it to be like that. I want this to be like a little higher. Can I go with a G, Z to get it like a bit higher? But that just gets me this weird looking antennas. Hey, you know what? This actually looks a bit good. I might just extrude it from the bottom. Let's go with tab. And then I want to just select everything here. I'm going to hide my mesh. I'm going to go C. I'm going to select everything here. Hopefully it's only from there. I'm going to go with unhide this. Okay. Let's go with GZ. I want to get myself a little lower. Right there. GZ. I'm gonna get myself a bit lower. Okay, and then what if I just go ahead and shrink that, and then we hit tab. Do you guys think it actually looks like close now? I don't think. Something really feels missing here. Shade smooth does not do the trick. Therefore, I guess we're gonna go ahead and hide our mesh like this. Go to tab, click tab, move on to sculpt mode. Right click, I want to remesh it a little. There we go. Okay, that maybe it might make it look better. I want to delete these meshes from here and there. And then I might want to delete the meshes from here as well. I want to delete the meshes from here too. Which actually brings me up to a brilliant idea here. What if instead of doing this, I were to go with a bunch of Control Z's. Okay, what game are you making that requires this much cake? Guys, this much cake is actually kind of crazy. It's actually my first time making a model, so I don't really know the proportion. I just followed like a random, what you would call it? A random reference image. Let me show you guys real quick. Let me go to something like desktop. Let's find my Blender items where I have Blender reference images. There we go. So I was basically following this reference image. I don't know if they look exactly the same. There is no way they look exactly the same, but then I don't know. I tried my best following this, and apparently it did not turn out like this. Guys, I still need more practice with this part. Okay, let's go ahead and remove all that. Okay, next up, I'm gonna go ahead and hit Control C. Okay, just grab it here. There we go. Okay, finally. I'm gonna hit tab. Gonna hide that. I'm gonna hide that. Let's go there. I'm gonna grab that there. Okay, perfect. Now, as far as I know here, I highly doubt I'm gonna need the bottom part, right? Or no, I may need it. I just want to delete the ones surrounding it. So like there. Nah, it's fine. I'm just gonna go with Control Z. And let's test what it does. Okay. And then I want to delete my top as well, so I'm gonna go with positive y-axis. Gonna go ahead and hide this, right click, and let's delete. Okay, that should be pretty good. Okay, yours has 10 times more cake, guys. 10 times more cake is actually kind of funny. That said, I could actually change it. The whatchamacallit, wait, let me just delete this part real quick. What up, guys? Okay, the reason it actually feels like did it fix that? It didn't. It did not. Okay. Oh, okay, okay. Because I'm deleting the top. Wait, I gotta delete it before my subdivision mod, before I add my surfaces here. Okay, let's go with Control Shift C. There we go. Now let's hide it. Okay, and yeah, what was I saying again? I kind of forgot. Let me get my plane here. Do you guys see my plane? Oh wait, there we go. Let me just hide everything. There we go. Okay, so from my y-axis, I'm gonna make sure this is my head. I'm gonna select and I'm gonna delete. And then I'm gonna go to my negative z-axis, select and delete. Nope, select and delete. There we go. And guys, I keep forgetting what was like what I was gonna say because I'm so focused here. Oh, there we go. Okay, the reason it actually did feel like there's a lot of should I say, I don't know the right word to say, guys. There's a lot of um should I say detailing? Okay, it's because of the inflame tool. Let me go with 30. Okay, I'm making sure that I'm not messing this thing up, and then let's go with R. I'm gonna set that to be 30. Yeah, it's because of the inflame tool. Like I click it once, it inflames it way too much, but if it's inflamed anything less than it makes it look a bit bad. So if it's like too big, then it actually looks like an actual mesh compared to if it's like small. That's next up. I am going to be making the male anatomy. I mean the male mannequin, which is going to be requiring way more textures. I mean way more detailing. So that's going to make me so much better at this. That's let's go ahead and grab this here. I'm gonna go here, there. Then let's go ahead and add the shrink wrap modifier. I'm gonna go here. There we go. I think that did the trick, didn't it? Let me increase that a little. Okay, tell me it did. Okay, it actually did not do the trick. I'm just gonna go with a bunch of Control Z's. Control Z's. I wish I saved it before. That's fine. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna remove it. And guys, this is actually all about trial and error at this point because I was planning to make map this stream, but then I thought might as well make the close here. And let's go Control R. Shouldn't take as long because I got the pretty good grasp of this. Okay, and then I'm gonna go with horizontal. And then this is going to be set to 30 as well. And there we go. Lastly, I'm gonna grab this here one last time, and then I'm gonna go back tab. I'm gonna go here. Let's add a shrink wrap modifier for the like 50th time now. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and extend the size. There we go. That looks just right? Okay. I can later on delete that from can delete that later on. Let's go with a GZ. Give this up just a tad bit higher. There. Okay, and that makes it look better as well. I'm gonna go to tab. I'm gonna select the bottom part of my negative z-axis. Okay, and then I'm gonna go with a G, Z. I'm gonna extend it in the z-axis. Okay, I might go with a GZ. There. Okay, I'm gonna go with GZ. There we go. Okay, finally. Alright, perfect. Now I'm gonna go to the negative x-axis, select that part. I'm gonna go with was it GX? I think it's GX. I'm gonna go with GX. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There. And then GY is good. I'm gonna go ahead and click that. Okay, perfect. Finally, something that actually looks like clothes. Let's go here. Okay, well, perfect, I think. And then let me just grab my crop top. Okay, now all I gotta do is maybe add some more thickness to this. Okay, I add some thickness, and then I'm gonna go ahead and add my shin guards, armors. Speaking of shin guards and armors, I am just curious if I would have hit L. Okay, that was a bad idea. Let me go here, select just the part that I need. It selects everything. There we go. I need it to be a block for me to actually do that. Select only what I need. I'm gonna go with GZ. Okay, I'm just curious. What happens if I just make it lengthier from the bottom? Does it make it look weirder? Okay, I mean, kinda, yeah, it sorta does. So I'm gonna get it back up as it was. And that looks kinda natural. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and hide that. Click this, move on to edit mode, and then move on to sculpt mode. In my sculpt mode, I'm gonna go ahead and let's say add a sub. I'm gonna remesh it just so it looks like an actual mesh. Okay, that I needed way more meshes than I actually added there. There we go. This should be good. Okay, this is actually pretty good. I might go with S to scale. I'm going to decrease my strength a little, increase my size a ton. Wait a minute. What if I increase my strength to max? What does it do to this? Guys, it just ruins it. Like literally just ruins it. Okay, I'm gonna go to sculpt mode. I don't know. I'm gonna remesh it. Let's make it look like an actual mesh. There we go. Because even if it has less vertices, it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna select it and I'm gonna shade smooth. That made it look bad. Definitely not shading it smooth. Okay, I might shade it smooth now. Okay, is it just me or did shading it smooth just make it look awful? This looks so much better without shading it smooth. I'm gonna get my character here. I won't say it's a bad, but something may be missing here. I need to think what. Okay, really nothing actually. It's fine. I don't need to work on like a lot of detailing up here. Okay, it looks good from there as well. And then wait, what if I were to hide up top? Okay, it does leave some space, and then from the sides, and has space, and has space, and then here. Okay, I mean it does look a little blocky and chunky, but in the actual game they're gonna look like this. So who's gonna like zoom over and look at them type stuff? So I can move on to my next part, which is gonna be my arm. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and name this to, let's say, something like shorts first. Okay, and I thought it was gonna be a belt, but never mind. There. Now I'm gonna go ahead and move on back to object mode, go to mesh, and this time I'm gonna go ahead and add a cube. I'm gonna hit Control S to save it. I mean, not S, Control S to scale it down, GZ, give myself higher. Do I have anything on besides? Okay, let's go with GY to get myself in the Y axis. This is basically going to be my arm or my shin guards. Wait, when I said shin guards, I didn't really mean shin guards. I meant my, what's it called that you have in your arms? GY, I'm gonna... GX, get it here. It's my armor. Yeah, I think it's my armor. I'm gonna go here. How do you, I've seen this is okay, here's the thing. I've seen people do this online. I've never done this myself. I'm gonna add a mirror modifier. Let's add a mirror modifier here. I want it to be in the y-axis of this object. There we go. What I do in one side is gonna in turn happen in the other side. Now let's hit Control R. Oh, there's going to be a lot of vertices up here. Let's add 30, and then I'm gonna, why am I adding 30 vertices for something this small? Just so it can get enough details. This is going to be 30 as well. Okay, and then let's go with Control R. I'm gonna go ahead and add 30 here too. Okay, and I hope this actually turns out to be really good. I'm gonna go tab, I'm gonna select that. I may not apply my mirror modifier right now. Instead, I'm gonna select my objects to be this. I'm gonna extend that. Hey, you know what? I'm not even complaining right now. It looks insane. What? How did it manage to look that good? Okay, here's the thing. I just need it to be the arm one. Why is it kind of stuck? What is that part that's stuck to me? Maybe it could be because I need to go ahead and apply mirror modifier. I'm gonna go ahead and hide that. So let's go with something like hide. I'm gonna select that and shrink wrap. Wait, I need an object, right, to shrink wrap. Okay, I may select my object here right now, and then I might hide that. No, I might not hide that. Oh my gosh, what up? I wanna hide my main character, and I wanna hide my carve top as well. And then I'm gonna go ahead and increase that where this gets lower. Why does this keep getting lower? Unless this is the max size that it can go up to. I want it to go a bit higher. Like that, and then if I would grab my crop top, it's like above it, and then if I would grab that, it's above that. It's not bad, but something feels like it's missing here. I don't know what. Why is that part stuck firstly? Could it be that I gotta destroy something? It may be. It's kind of sticking to me, right? Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna hide this entire thing. I'm gonna hide that entire thing and my cube. Wait a minute, is my cube a part? My cube is not a part of my mesh. Wait a minute, I'm deleting the cube then. I wanna add a cube inside my meshes collection here. Add mesh. I wanna add cube. There we go. Alright guys, that was my bad, the previous cube. I'm gonna go up here, GZ. Whew, okay, now I'm gonna go with S to scale. And then I'm gonna go with GY. Why does this, what, am I in my modeling tab or what? Why can I see through it? Okay, wait, that's awful. I don't want to be in wireframe. Z, I am in my solid preview. It's fine. Maybe because I'm in my object mode. Oh my gosh, this is giving me... Okay, you guys don't know what I'm going through right now. I can hardly see anything. I mean, it's not like I can hardly see anything here. It's making it way too hard for me to see right now. It's like all the vertices, all the meshes are all just moving over my eyes. Here's the thing. That looks good or not. I want this to be my armor type stuff, where the armor needs a top. The armor may not need a bottom there. I'm gonna add one and then I can shrink wrap it later. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go ahead and firstly hit tab. Okay, whoa, I didn't want to hit tab for everything. Just want to hit tab for that. Okay, I guess I'm in edit mode. Now I'm gonna hit Control R. I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna set this to be 25. How many vertices will that be? I think 25 is pretty good, to be honest. I was just overdoing it before. Here's the thing. If it was up to me, I'd add like 50 or like 300 vertices, but then Unreal Engine can't really handle those many vertices. Let's go with 25. Okay, now I'm gonna go to object mode. I'm gonna go ahead and add a shrink wrap modifier where this is gonna be shrink wrapped. Why does it get those two spikes on top? It may not if I extend this, right? Here's the thing. Why does it do that? Fine, I might not add my mirror modifier just yet. Instead, I want to hide my mesh. And then from this side of my mesh, I want to go ahead and select that part. I want to hit tab. I want to select that. I want to right click. I want to delete face. I have deleted my face now. I need that part. I may not need the bottom part. I definitely need the top part. So now let's give it another try. I'm gonna go there. This is going to be set to 25 vertices. I'm gonna go here. This is going to be set to another 25 vertices. Oops, went with 26 for a sec. And then I'm gonna go here. This is going to be set to another 25 vertices. Okay, and then I'm gonna hit tab. I'm gonna right click. I'm gonna add a shrink wrap, and then I'm gonna select a surface, which is gonna be my that. Why does it what? Why do I still see it? What is it that sticks? What sticks here? Something definitely sticks to my mesh. I gotta think what actually sticks to my mesh, unless, what up guys? Unless my object here is my curve top rather than my actual mesh. If I were to go ahead and extend it, there we go. Hey, that makes it look absolutely awful. Oh my gosh. Nope, crop tab does not do the trick here. It has to be my actual mesh, but for some reason it sticks. What if I go with G and then I don't know, something like Y? I want to get a bit further away from myself. And then I want to select my surface. It still sticks somehow. How does it stick? Hey, even though it sticks, it looks so much. I can't see anything from here. Fine, I want to hide the two. Even though it sticks, those are the only two places that actually do stick. Okay, well, I'm gonna hide my mesh from above here. Okay, I think it may be because of this. I think it might be because of this, right? It kind of collides with this, so that may be a reason why it just breaks. What if I had it GZ and go higher? What if I got it above these two meshes? And now okay, thinking about it now, I highly doubt it's gonna stick, right? Okay, that's definitely stuck. Is it that one piece that's still holding me? Oh, it is that one piece that's still holding me. Okay, I think I can easily move on to plan B. GZ, I want to get it a bit higher. And guys, this is basically me just experimenting for the time being. Whoa. What did I just create? What in the... It looks like a mummy now. Okay, I guess I'm going to Control Z. I'm going to go ahead and extend that. Nope, not work. So let's go with plan C. This plan is definitely about to work. I'm going to go with GX. I meant Y. Get as close as you can. And then select it. Oh, I see one thing. I just see one place sticking. This might be it. Hey, actually, this was it. Okay. I think I know. I gotta go with GY again. Get as close as you can and then search for object. It's gonna be this. Why does that one place stick now again? It doesn't make any sense. I want to go with G. Okay, by G, I meant I want to increase my offset. Okay, that makes it look somehow even worse. Pop. Let's get all these sections up here. Guys, I'm just basically experimenting right now, but I think I got it. I think I got it now. This might be the last time I really try making this part because I think I've got it all figured out. Let's go with F5 and then let's go with Control R. Whoops. I'm gonna go with Control R. Let's add F5. Actually, add F525. Fingers crossed. Let's go up here. Let's go there. Let's add a shrink wrap modifier to this. Oh wait, my bad. Before I add a shrink wrap modifier, I'm gonna go ahead and move on to tab GX. Why I mean, there. Now, if it adds a shrink wrap there, that's gonna be an issue. Therefore, I'm gonna go ahead and grab that there. How does it add a shrink wrap? What does vertex group even mean? There's no vertex group here, okay? Oh wait, snap on surface, snap inside surface, snap outside the surface. Okay, we might be getting some progress. Snap surface, above surface. Okay, you know what? I think I got it. I think I've got it in the bag, guys. I think this is pretty much it. I'm gonna hit tab, gonna go there, I'm gonna hit Control R. Wait a minute, I'm gonna go tab, and then Control R. This is gonna be 25. Guys, I just want to be done with this. I want to have this figured out. This is gonna be 25. Okay, and then I'm gonna go with another Control R, which is gonna be 25. I wonder if my vertices are less. Could it be that my vertices are less? No. I think I got it. Please tell me I got it. Let's go to shrink wrap. And this is going to be my pressure. I'm going to go with inside. No, snap outside. I'm just going to go ahead and extend this. Is that somehow another block up there? For the record, what even is this? What even is this? Right click and delete. Wait, what? Okay, maybe since a square did not work, I might go with a sphere. That might be the second best option here. Let's go to object mode. I'm gonna go to my mesh collection. I'm gonna add, and let's add a UV sphere. I'm gonna go here, and then let's go with GC. I'm gonna go with S, and then I'm gonna go with GY. Circle sphere should be it, to be honest, right? Because here we go. I'm gonna go with GX. The reason I think sphere should be it is because it has the proportions and it's basically like a sphere already. I don't know, how do I fill those blank spaces? It hardly makes any sense. Because if I have it to be really big, it just looks all clumped up. But if I get it to be really, really, really big, nope, that's a bad idea. Okay, so sphere is not it. So how can I make a... Where's the cube here? Flop, 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 flop. Okay, I don't need the cube. I'm going to delete that cube. I have a crop top and I have bottoms. Those were easy. The hard part is to work on making the shoulder protection. It's not really hard. It's just that I haven't worked much with it yet. I'm gonna add, and then let's try adding a plane this time. Honestly, I think plane is it. Let's go with R, Z, nope, RX, 90, and then GZ. I'm gonna go with something like RZ90. And then I'm gonna go with RZ90 again. Okay, you know what? Actually, I may think that this might be it. I'm gonna hit tab, I'm gonna hit E to extrude, and then I'm gonna go to the bottom. I'm gonna hit GZ to get myself a little lower. There we go, and then I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna hit GX to get myself backwards. I'm gonna hit GX to get myself backwards. What is the difference between this and a cube? Like, they both are the same. GY. And then this is going to be GY again. You know what? I think the difference between this and a cube might really be the skill level. I may have more experience when I'm actually doing it with a plane now somehow. Through some magical miracle. Let's go with 25. If 25 didn't work, I'm going with 30. I don't know if that is actually going to make a difference, but it may. Let's go with 25. This might be the last time I try with 25. From next time on, I'm going to be going with 30. So, cross my fingers, and let's see if it works. That is going to be my surface. Yep, it's definitely the 30 and the 25. They look less, but they're really the issue there. They're really the issue here. I'm gonna go here. Let's go with Control R. Let's see if it actually does make a difference. I'm gonna go with 35. And then I'm gonna go here. I wanna see if more meshes makes a difference. Let's go with 35. And then lastly, I'm gonna go with Control R. Let's add 35. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and hit tab. And then I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna add a shrink wrap. I wanna shrink wrap this. Please tell me it worked. You know what? I won't say it did not work. With a square, it would have actually worked like a charm. So I'm gonna try that now. Oh, this is getting so tedious. I'm gonna hit delete. This is one thing that I don't really prefer about modeling. Trial and error. Well, actually, with enough experience, I don't think we even need it to be trial and error. Then it's just gonna be an instinct. Let's go with the y-axis. I'm gonna go with S. And guys, right now I'm basically just saying anything that doesn't really make much sense, cause I'm just trying to get this to work. So I'm kind of exhausted. Gotta get to the next part as well. Cause initially I did not want to spend as much time as I am spending right now on making this mesh. Rather, I wanted to spend the time making my map, which apparently I'm going to be making next stream, because now we're going to be having very less Unreal Engine streams until I'm not done with my meshes, because I do need to complete adding all my meshes. This is going to be 30, and then, please work, please say me this works. This is going to be 30 as well. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to go here. I'm going to go to shrink wrap modifier. Let's add the modifier here, and what do we know? It may have worked. Okay, you know what? I won't say that it's awful. It's just horrible. GX, I mean GY. How? What's the difference? What am I doing wrong? Okay, I don't really know what am I doing wrong here, but since this doesn't work, I don't think, should I push the matter or not? I want to see my hands. I made really good. Okay, I was just gonna say I made really good hands and I realized they look so messed up. Okay, let's see. Maybe what if I deform physics, hair, geometry, and all that basic stuff? Want to remove my prop so I can actually see this. Okay, maybe I'm gonna go to tab. I'm gonna select that. I'm gonna go with GY and move myself a bit more to the Y axis. And I'm gonna hit S because it sticks for some reason that doesn't make sense. GZ, I'm gonna go a bit higher. Now let's go ahead and add my shrink wrap modifier again. Through some miracle, is it actually gonna work now? Maybe not. Okay, you know what? It's not about the miracles anymore. I think it might be about the, maybe because of the way I'm thinking about it. Am I thinking about it the wrong way here? Or is it, so why does it stick up there? It could be because of my hair. Oh, it actually might be because of my hair. Wait, is there a way that I can remove my hair component from here? No? Material preview, and then I see material 4. They're literally all the same materials. What? Alright, here's the thing. I think I got it. It's most certainly my hair that's getting in the way. Like, you guys see it kind of touching here? Yeah, it's definitely my hair. So I'm gonna go to my Blender meshes. I'm gonna go ahead and have my female mannequin blend. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and just drop it here. Wait. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna delete that. Let's delete the cube real quick. Want to go with delete. Okay, perfect. I have my crop top on. I have that. And then I'm going to make sure that I have it all saved here for the time being. There we go. Mesh collections. I'm going to hit Control S to save the code. I'm going to exit that and I'm going to open, let's say, a new Blender mesh. I mean, a new Blender tab here. I'm going to go with A, X, delete. I'm going to go here. Now, I'm going to just open this here, save. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna go with armor, henna, shoulder, armor. You guys might be thinking, what am I doing? Let's drop it here. I still have my, okay, there we go. I can go, I have a separate hair model here now. If I were to go ahead and click add mesh cube, that's a massive cube. I'm going to decrease the size here, and then I'm going to go ahead and decrease the size a bit more. I'm going to go with GZ, get myself back there, and then GY, GX, I mean, get myself here. Okay, and then I don't know why, get myself there. Okay, this is actually going to work. I'm positive it's going to work. I'm going to go with GZ, get myself lower. Maybe, I think, yeah, it's pretty good. Tab there. And then GX, get myself a bit higher. And now I'm gonna hit, maybe I'm gonna increase it a bit more from here. Let's go with GYX. I'm gonna get myself, wait, I think I gotta go with GXX. Oh wait, GYY. There. Okay, let's go with GYY, get back. Okay, now I'm gonna hit Control R. I'm gonna add a subdivision modifier. I actually a loop cut here. I'm gonna set that to be 30. And then I'm gonna go with Control R, add a loop cut here. I'm gonna set that to be 30. And then I'm gonna go with Control R, add a loop cut here, set that to be 30. Once I have it all 30, I'm gonna hit tab. I'm gonna go to shrink wrap modifier, and this time I'm gonna select this. And there we go. You guys see what I mean? Finally. So basically what this whole thing technically meant was that the reason my mesh here was acting a little weird or was kind of bugging is because my hair was attached to my actual object here. That was basically the entire issue here, and now I got it. Because for all you know, I could just go ahead and hide my hair. There we go. Okay. I can go ahead and add it outside. I can go ahead and have it inside. I can go ahead and have it allow above. But I'm going to go with outside surface. And then I'm going to extend that just a tad bit. You know what? Screw outside surface. Above, inside, outside, on surface. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and extend that a little. There, not too much, not too little. That should be pretty good. And then I'm going to go ahead and hide this. And well, is that, wait, hold up, I'm gonna go with Alt H. Okay, when I talk about hiding it, it still looks okay. You know what? This looks good. It looks good actually. Now, speaking of looking good, that was just a basic test run that I was about to do. I may delete this. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and I guess delete it. I guess I'm gonna. Okay, you know what? Deleting it was an awful idea. I gotta load in my entire mesh, so I'm gonna go ahead and maybe hit Control S to save the code, exit that. Female mannequin blend 1 1. I'm gonna delete that. Rather, I'm gonna go ahead and open my Hannah close blend. I see Hannah shoulder blend. There, so this is basically my Hannah close blend, where this is my main model. If I, oh, shoot, I just realized one thing. If I were to delete my center model, it's going to remove everything until now. Unless I actually do what I did with my top. That was a brilliant idea. I'm going to hide that. I'm going to hide that. I'm going to go here, object mode. Let's go to edit mode. Let's go to... Could it be because... connect that, connect that. Let's go here. Well, there we go. I think I answered my own question. Now, even if I were to delete this model, nothing is going to happen. Perfect. And then I'm going to go ahead and load in a separate model, which is exactly the same as this model with a slight changes to it. For that, I guess I got to open my Blender meshes. Nope, 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 nope. I forgot, where was it at? It was at desktop. It was at Blender meshes. It's female mannequin, and then I'm gonna open. I'm gonna hit save. Oh no. Oh no, what did I do? I deleted my wrong mesh. No. Wait a minute. Exit that. Think this through. I gotta think it through. Hold up, let me just go ahead and hide that. I'm gonna go with Hannah blend. Nope. Hannah closes blend, which is gonna be right here. There, okay. In my closest blend here, I wanna go ahead and alright guys, I'm thinking very very hard right now. Blender meshes, do I see my Blender meshes? There is my Blender meshes. In that I have a female mannequin blend. I want a link. Oh wait, it's not gonna be link. Wait, hold up. It's supposed to be file. It's supposed to be import. I want to import an FB a QLB file, okay, which is gonna be from my, let's say, Blender items, banner items, Blender meshes. I don't have a Blender mesh. Let's search. It's called email mannequin QLB file. And then I'm gonna import. Error. Well, I guess we can import that. I guess I'm gonna manually open it from here. There we go. That is me manually opening my mesh. I'm gonna go ahead and delete the QLF file. This is female warrior, female mannequin. I'm gonna go to, let's say, files, and then I'm gonna go ahead and export it as an FBX file. I want to go ahead and export it to my desktop, and then let's export it. Then I'm gonna go ahead and exit that. I'll go with don't save. And then that is my FBX file, which I can export. Perfect. And of course, I always gotta go ahead and remove these things because they automatically get imported because I added my hair. Now my hair is added separately as well. I just gotta align them. I'm gonna select the two of those. I'm gonna go with G, X. Nope, I meant Y. Was it like this? Or, okay, you know what? I think I had to go a bit lower. G, C, okay, was it like that? Okay, I'm pretty sure it was like this, right? Right. Okay. Alright, I'm positive it was like this. Pretty sure, yeah. Just gotta make sure if it actually was like this, because I could have sworn that I didn't have this much space in my back. Later I might just join them all together. Oh yeah, this was definitely not it. And then let's go with GZ. That might be. Oh, there we go. And then I'm gonna hit S to scale up. Okay, I don't want to scale it too up, not too down either. And then how did I forget already? How did my initial mesh look like? And then is this too thick or okay, so what if I go with S? Okay, that just makes it look a little weird. Okay, I think it looks good, to be honest. This looks like a good little scarf, and then everything else just looks like regular textures. Now, the main thing that I've been working on is that I'm gonna go with model. Oh wow, it doesn't have a lot of meshes as well. That's actually pretty good. But I didn't mean model, I meant add mesh. I want to add a plane. I did not want to add a plane. Like hairstyle, female body. Okay, this is perfect. They both are separated. Let me just get my chat back up here. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna go with add, and then I'm gonna go with mesh. I want to add a cube. I'm gonna go with S to scale, GZ to go higher, S to scale, and then I'm gonna go with GY to go to the left, and then GX to go here. I'm gonna kind of hide my top for now. I'm gonna go here. Wait, does it look? I'm gonna make sure it's actually aligned from everywhere. I may need a belt somewhere, but I think okay. You know what? I think I just managed to make it look good and all that stuff. Okay, well I guess I'm gonna go with GX. Just move on a tad bit in the x-axis. There we go. Oh wait, well that was a lot. GX 1 2 1 and then bump. Okay, perfect. Now I'm gonna go with here. I'm gonna hit tab. I'm gonna hit Control R, and this is gonna be having, let's say something like 30 vertices. Okay, and then I'm gonna actually 30 loop cuts, not vertices. And then I'm gonna add a Control R. This is gonna be having 30 loop cuts as well. Ta-da. Okay, and then I'm gonna go here. This is gonna be having 30 horizontal loop cuts, and it's there. Next up, I'm gonna go to tab. I'm gonna add a modifier. Let's add a shrink wrap modifier for this. Perfect. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and extend the size up. You guys can't tell me that looks bad. If I were to grab my crop top up here as well, it just looks like an extension of an armor. This looks absolutely awesome. Okay, you know what? I might just extend it a little more just to test a tiny little hypothesis out. There. And that looks even better. There's the thing, I could add one or I could add two of these now. This size is pretty good, so I'm gonna go ahead and let's say apply, and then I'm gonna go here. I might hide this. I might hide my crop top. I might hide my female body. I might hide my black hair. I might hide my shorts. Okay, this something is missing here. Let's go with shade smooth. What if I go with shade auto smooth? Still doesn't make it look good. Maybe it's missing a remesh, because that's sometimes all that it misses. I'm gonna go here to my remesh. I want to remesh it a lot. Wow. Remeshing definitely does good to the mesh. And then we just kind of smoothen it out, and it looks as good as it gets. When I said it looks as good as it gets, I meant that it looks as good as it um yeah, I think as good as it gets does make sense there. Or maybe I meant it looks really good. There we go. Okay, here's the thing with the smooth. I want to smoothen this out, but it's getting a bit tedious to kind of smoothen it out. No, 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 no. Just auto click it. Let's just go ahead and smooth that part out. How long is that part taking to smoothen out? Just smoothen out already. Okay, these are a lot of parts to smoothen out. Hey, I just realized smoothing it out actually makes it look so much better. And then I'm gonna grab my actual, oh my gosh, my actual mesh here. And then my crop top here. And all of a sudden it looks something. I don't know the right word for what it looks right now. Is this how how shoulder guards are supposed to look like? Very let's see what the clay tool does. Any kind of texture is gonna no, I was like any kind of texture is gonna do good to it, but it actually some textures are just not meant for it. Oh, I see what the clay tool does now. Okay, I might decimate this later on, but that's for a whole different. That's like a whole different thing. Okay, you know what? For the time being, I think I'm satisfied. All I'm gonna do is hold this. Excuse me, guys. Add a mirror modifier on the y-axis to my object that I select. That is right here. Okay, now I'm just gonna go ahead and select. Oh wait, firstly I'm gonna apply this because it looks pretty good, right? Okay, I think it looks pretty good, but the next thing that wait, actually, what if I shrink it? What if I were to shrink it just a tad bit, S to scale? Would this do any kind of would it be something different? We're pretty sure not. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit apply here, and then I'm gonna select only my crop top, go there, and I'm gonna move on to, let's say, my sculpt mode. And give me a sec, guys, let me just go up here. Already mic testing, mic testing. Alright guys, there was some background noises. That said, let me go ahead and hit something like G. I'm just gonna kind of align this part so it gets a little back. Wait, actually, I think I kind of ruined something in there. I want this part, this exact part, to just be tucked in here. Just so it's not that visible, but at the same time it doesn't look half bad as well. There we go. Okay. I don't think the back looks that bad now. I think it looks pretty good. I'm going to increase the size. I'm going to go there, and I'm going to go ahead and pull that. Gonna pull that. Gonna pull that. Okay, here, there. That I think that looks kind of good now. Okay, it's like it's just stuck to me, and yeah, it's pretty good now. Okay, and guys, I think that whatchamacallit, the shrink wrap modifier is a lifesaver when it comes to making clothes now. Speaking of which, that was about it for my top as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and move on to object mode. Is there anything else now? Let's think. So I'm done with my shorts, done with my armor, done with my top, done with my entire mesh here. I may need shin guards now. Let's go ahead and add shin guards. It's gonna be somewhere around here with that bigger length, and let's say heads popping off the side. Would that make it? Does that make any sense or not? Let me think real quick. Hold up. So I was planning Control S first. Make sure to always save your work. Okay, so I may not need anything for my arms. Wait, do I not? Do I not? There's a thing. I don't want it to look like. I can make it look really, really fancy because I'm not that good at making it look that fancy. But I may be good at one thing. Before I really tell what I'm good at, I want to go to sculpt mode here. I want to try to remesh this. Why did I not remesh this again? Remind me. Maybe because it makes it look. This looks good actually. Let's go with S. I wanna. Okay, you know what? I take it back. Hold on. I might have to hold up. I might need to remesh it up in a bit more detailing. Okay, there we go. Let's remesh it like that. So, remeshing basically saves the topology. I mean, saves the structure and makes it like look 30 times better than it originally does. Okay. Hey, it's not bad actually. Why did I not remesh it before? Wait, I could get to remeshing it a bit better if I added something else. I'm gonna go with say 0. Wait, oh, I can go up to 0.0001. Let's stick to this. Did this fix things here? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and just smoothen everything out. Thing with smoothing it out is that it kind of shrinks the size, but it doesn't even look like um a band like shorts anymore. Okay, wait, let me go here. I'm gonna go ahead and remesh it to be a bit smaller. Not too small, but not too big either. There, and that should be good. And then I'm gonna go to scale. I'm just gonna go ahead and scale all of this. Okay, and then let's just scale all of this. Wait, hold up, let me just go there. I'm just gonna go ahead and scale all of that. Maybe hopefully something here, and then I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna go ahead and just remesh that part. I mean, smoothen that part out, not remesh. And then go there. And this is a part that needs to go a little higher and be like a bit, that bit more smooth. And I'm gonna smoothen that out. Smoothen that out. Okay, speaking of smooth, I can just imagine how many vertices this is gonna take. It's gonna be a lot. Let's go ahead and wait. It's actually not as much as I thought it was. It's really not those many vertices. I thought that it's gonna be taking as it's gonna take as much vertices as my actual mannequin here, but I'm not gonna really remesh it. I'm just gonna scrap that idea. Because I think it looks better without it. Whoa. Hey, I don't know what you guys think. It does look pretty good if I were to shade smooth. Why is it that doing anything like shading smooth just makes it look absolutely garbage? Unless I go here and then I go to, let's say, something like sculpt mode, and then let's remesh it in a bit more detail. I might want to remesh it really, really detailed. And then I'm gonna go back to edit mode. It has way more vertices, but now if I were to shade smooth, it's gonna be looking so much better with the different textures to it, unless I shade auto smooth. Angle, ignore sharpness. There. Does that ignore sharpness? Oh wow, it actually is shading it smooth. Hold on. Thing is, does it look good? I'm trying to make it look good from here as well. That. What in the world is the center part here? This part's gotta go. Okay. Might just keep on smoothing it out. There. Then I may apply. Okay, does this look good? Okay, let's think. I'm gonna add a color here. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. So I think what conclusion I came up to is that this center part is gotta go. I might go let's say here. Okay, wait, I want to go in the x-axis. This part should actually be pushed. Should be pushed higher. So I'm gonna go here. Okay, wait. I think that was I think it's supposed to be this part. No, it needs to be a bit more. Let me go back here. I think it's gonna be everything from there that has got to be pushed higher, right? Okay, and then there's just a few more parts here. Why am I not in face select? What? Okay, let's go there. Then I'm gonna go there. Okay, because for now it actually just looks basically like chunks. I don't want it to look like those chunks. And then let's go here. Let me just go ahead and select everything that I missed here. And we select it all. Okay, now, fingers crossed. Let's go with GZ. What else did I actually think it'd do? Oh my gosh. Um, mm, uh, Fine, I guess let's go to my sculpt mode. Gonna hit G. I'm gonna make sure to increase my size. And I want to get this part high. Oh no, I want to decrease my size then. I just want to get this center part. Okay, and then I want to get that part high, that part high. Okay, the reason I'm getting it high is because without it, it looks something like that. Is that how short should even look like? Wait, let me go with S actually. Let's scale this season. I mean, smoothen this part out. And then I'm gonna hit G. I wanna get this part high. It's most likely something like this. But I just can't get it because I don't know how. Hmm. Okay, here's the thing. Since I don't really know how, I highly doubt that it's going to be worth it to really try it. Because I know I want to be detailed, but I don't want to be as detailed because I just wanted this to be a circle from here and a circle from there. And that part ending there. I did not wanted this extra square block to be here. Unless I dissolve it. What if I were to dissolve it? Okay, I guess I'm gonna open this. Let's try to dissolve everything from here. Actually, I want to dissolve everything from here, which basically means that, everything there. Um, just not these. Oh god, this is getting very hard. Those, that, that, all of that, and then all of that, everything from there. You know what? If something extra does end up getting dissolved, it's fine. Okay, and now let's just reselect it all. Just make sure everything's selected. Okay, I'm gonna just select everything here just to make sure everything has been selected. Right click, dissolve faces. Tab. I'm gonna close my X-ray mode. Alright, that was one of the worst ideas that I've done so far. It's fine, it looks good. I'm not gonna waste a lot of time. Instead, I'm gonna go ahead and make sure I'm gonna go ahead and add another mesh now. Okay, because thinking about it, it doesn't look half bad. Oh, it actually kind of does now that I smoothened it out. What if I were to go here? Do I have enough left? Did that ruin my top as well? We're pretty sure not, right? Because this actually does look pretty good. I think I'll stick with this. I'm just gonna go ahead and go to, I don't know, maybe sculpt mode. I want it to be very, very detailed when I. There we go. Okay, that's good. I think I'll stick with that. Not gonna smooth it. I'm not gonna smoothen it out or nothing. Just gonna do that, and then I'm gonna do the object mode, right click, shade, auto smooth. Just gonna go ahead and shade it. That's too detailed. Unreal Engine won't accept this much detailing. You know what? Fine. Looks pretty clunk. It looks so clumpy here. It's not okay. Not too much detailing, not too less detailing. That looks garbage. Not too much, not too little. How's that? Looks the same. Decrease it just a tad bit more. Each time we decrease it, it adds way more vertices than the last time, so I gotta be a bit more careful. There we go. Okay, you know what? I think that's pretty much it. I'm gonna increase my size a bit, and then just like one, two, one, two, one, two, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, yeah, I was just decreasing, and then now let's go back to object mode. Okay, I think I'll take it. It doesn't look bad. It doesn't look that great. It looks just good. Now I'm gonna hit add. I named this short. I'm gonna go ahead and name this armor. Armor guard. A. Okay, armor guard. GUARD. Okay. I think everything like that is done, and then this is my black hairstyle, which actually will not be black once I get the mesh off here into a different character. That's gonna be a whole different mesh. And now here, what am I gonna do? I might go with let's see. What do I want to go with here? I wonder if there are ways to add different scenes, like one scene for this clothes, the other scene for the other clothes. Okay, there. My bad, guys. I was just overthinking that. I'm gonna go here. Gonna hit S. This is gonna be for my knees. GY. And here's the thing: do I need shoes? Do I know how to? Because looking at without shoes, it looks like literally flap legs. I don't know how to. I don't know how to model legs. Okay. Then let me just get it here. Hey, this is going to be ankle guards. Oh, that's genius. Like once you know how to do something, just slap guards to them. Okay, this looks good. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go to, let's say here, Control R. This is gonna be 25 meshes. Then I'm gonna go here, Control R. That is gonna be 25 meshes as well. Then let's go here. This is going to be 25 meshes as well. And there. Next up, I'm going to go let's see. I might go to object mode, and then I'm going to select my cube here. I'm going to go to the wrench icon, and then let's add a shrink wrap modifier. I want to shrink wrap it right here. Oh, wow, that's perfect, but something is stuck. Hey, you know what? I wonder what was stuck. What just happened here for it to stick? I might go with GZ, get it a bit higher. I don't want anything to stick, to be honest. Now let's add my shrink wrap. There we go, nothing stuck now. I wonder what was stuck before. Wow, hold up. There. What? Does this even do something like, or is it just like for the style? Okay, well, I guess this is just for style. It doesn't even look like an armor. Like, where was I going with this? It just looks like random accessory being slapped on right now. For all you know, I'd add some wrist bangles. Hey, wait, that's not a bad idea. Let me try that actually. I'm gonna grab this. I'm gonna go with G, Z, go higher, and then I'm gonna go with GY, go to the left, and then I'm gonna go with G. Wow, I didn't even know that I wanted to scale it. I just scaled it randomly. Okay, let's go with GY, GX, I mean. Okay, and then GY, GZ. Okay, and then I want to go with S, X, S, Y. I meant SY. Okay, and then I want to go with the GX. This is gonna be, okay, wait, hold up. SX. There. add this right here. There we go. This is going to be my wrist protection, wrist guards. I don't know what am I doing with the wrist guards. I learned a cool little technique. I'm going to be using it now forever. There. It looks like an ancient relic, to be honest. Make it a cylinder. Can we do it with cylinders, actually? Alright, be honest. Does that look good in my arms? I want to say it looks pretty awesome, but don't know if there's going to be any bias when I say that. You know what? I think this is pretty much it. Let's get to rigging. Right? Yeah, I think, you know what? Never mind. Let's go with a bunch of controlsies. I want to get this lower. I want to get this back to where it was. And I want to grab that there. I want to go with GZ, get a chair. Let's try making this my shoes. Okay, and then I'm going to go with the G X. Okay, and then SX, gonna extend it. And then let's go with SZ, extend it downwards. You know what, it looks like sandals now, that looks pretty good. And then I'm gonna go with GZ, go higher. And then I'm gonna go with SC, maybe extend the size a little. There we go, and then I'm gonna go with a GZ, go 1 and a 2 and a 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go, and then I'm gonna go with GC, 1, there. Overall, 7 out of 10. Guys, I feel like that's actually a massive improvement in that case. Go with SC, because compared to how I used to model before, I think this is so much better. 2, 3, 4. There. Okay, I guess let's go with surface, select it. It's... Alright guys, be honest, does that look like shoes now? It does not look like shoes. Oh my gosh. Hey, look, okay, it's... Even though it does not look like shoes, I think it's got something special of its own. What up? Maybe. I might want to go here in the Z-axis. Z-axis, I want to hide that. I want to hide crop top. I want to hide that. I want to hide my female body. I want to hide my armor guards. I want to hide my shorts. Actually, I just want to go ahead and have my female body up here. How can I see how big is the light area? Can I go with something like that? Oh, this is getting kind of tough. Maybe I'm gonna... Okay, no. There's no... Wait, actually, you know what? I think I can do it from the bottom here. Can I see a thing from here? Okay, I'm assuming this is gonna be my ankles. Oh wow, on the dot. Let's close it. There we go. Okay, that was kind of on the dot. This, unless all I missed was that I added extras. Oh, this is getting so hard to look at. Extras from here. I'm gonna remove these extras from here. Remove. Oh god. You know what? It's fine. Just leave it. Just gonna leave it and then delete it. And close that. There we go. Did I somehow manage to delete an extra one? There. Okay, what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna go to object mode, I'm gonna go surface, I'm gonna select the surface. Then I'm gonna extend it. Alright. Okay, be honest. Does that look... I kind of ruined the shoes up. What I actually wanted to do was that I firstly did not need any of this here. What am I really in my edge select? Seriously, no wonder it wasn't selecting properly. Don't want any selections here because I'm not working with something like heels because who can fight in them. I'm gonna go ahead and just remove that from here. Let's just, okay, very tedious parts. I don't want to do the hard work of guessing my Nexus section again, so I think this is something that's even less work. I'm just trying to make good looking shoes, which is gonna hopefully be blue or purple. No, wait, the hair is, I think it's gonna be somewhere around like green. Okay, it's somehow taking shape, guys. That actually does make sense. Don't worry, guys. I got this whole thing planned through. It's not just working out of the whim. It's definitely not just random luck that is just shaping it all. Okay, let's go with tab. I'm gonna go here, there, then let's extend it. Whoops. There we go. Okay. Does that look like a shoes? Can you guys be honest and tell me if that looks like a shoes? Might go with GZ. Okay, and then I'm gonna go with S to scale. Okay, well, I'm gonna go with Control R. Let's add 25 vertices here. Wait, I think it should have been 30. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. That looks better. Okay, where do you live like which country? Honestly, I do live abroad. I can't give my actual country though. That said, let's go back to object mode. I'm gonna go here, select that. This looks even better. I guess we got ourselves some gum boots now. Okay, at least the legs aren't just completely exposed, even though even if they were, it doesn't look like legs at all. It looks more like, where are those flaps that where's those penguins have? It looks like those. Okay, I mean, even though my shoe got some gaps and it's not the best shoesmith who really made it, I think I've outdone myself here. Well, since I've done that, I'm gonna go ahead and let's say apply this, and then I'm gonna go to edit mode. Wow, those are a lot of words. I'm gonna go to sculpt mode. In sculpt mode, I'm gonna just go ahead and some meshes. There we go. Okay, that made it look so much better now. I'm gonna go ahead and hit S. I'm gonna, let's say, increase my size and give it one click here, one click there, one click from the bottom, one click from here, and one click from there. Okay, perfect. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and hit tab. And did I just, okay, I thought that my phone just ran out of charge. I was like, there's no way I can see the chat without it. I'm gonna hit tab. Okay, let's go back to my object mode. Now this is where things get fun. Since I've made one shoe looking perfect, I'm gonna add a mirror modifier, mirror it in the y-axis parallel to my this object. Now we got two similar looking shoes. Perfect, I guess. Okay, well, I guess this looks pretty good. I think the only thing that makes this mesh looks like a warrior is my arm guards there. I'm gonna go ahead and call this something like shoes. So let's apply my modifier first. Then I'm gonna go ahead and call this shoe. Okay, do I need something for my knees, like a knee guard or something, or I think this is good? I think less is more, to be honest. Like, I don't think I really need a knee guard there. Do you guys know what this means? It means that we might really be done here, to be honest. I'm gonna go ahead and save everything now besides, okay, you know something? Okay, you know what? Let me think something through. I'm gonna go ahead and let's say hide that, and I'm gonna go ahead and hide my hair as well, which leaves me with this regular costume that I'm gonna go ahead and hit A to, well, I just want to select all my costumes. I'm gonna go ahead and select that, not that. Oh my gosh, just want to select that. I think it's control that we do it with. Select that. Okay, I've selected everything that I wanted. I'm gonna hit Control J to join them. They're one mesh now. I can hit G to move everything together. They're not separate meshes anymore. That was an awful mistake. Hold on. Wait a minute, guys. That was an awful mistake, actually. Speaking of which, I might delete this now. I might not need this mesh. I don't know if I want to delete it. Okay, fine. You know what? I'm going to go there. Let's hit shift again. Control C to copy. Control S to save. I'm going to grab this back here. I'm going to hit Control S. Now let's exit this. When are you going to color them? Actually, right now, this is the time where I color them. I'm gonna open my actual Hannah's blend right here. Okay, fingers crossed, I hope it works. Okay, there we go, because I already worked a little on coloring them last stream. Like if I were to go to my texture here, I did color a little. Ignore the colors, I can change my hair color anytime based on what looks good. I did kind of remesh it as well, which makes it look kind of scribbly, but that's fine. Okay, I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna go with Control V to paste. Okay, wow. Okay, I gotta fix my proportions real quick. How do I do those? Let's select my mesh, I guess. I might have made a small mistake. Black hairstyle, okay. And now they're correct from there. I'm gonna go with a G Z to get myself lower. I'm gonna make sure it goes perfectly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's gone in correctly. Then that's gone in. And like, yeah, I'm gonna change the color of this later on. Whoa, what's wrong with my top and all that there? Notch. Wait, is my size different of my character here or nah? Or are they? Is it just like the same? I'm so glad I didn't have them all be the same. Okay, let's go with the G Z. Get it a bit higher. I think that does the trick, right? And why are they red? Is it because I have my face orientation on? Oh, it is because of it. Okay, I gotta fix a lot of things. And yeah, this is not going to be red, of course. I'm going to select that. Let's go with GZ, get it higher. There, does that look good? Guys, this looks anything but a warrior mesh. This looks awful. Would you guys does this look like a character that we use in a whatchamacallit? That we use in a PvE game? I expected for swords and all that stuff, but then it doesn't really look like that's going to be the case here. Did I really mess up that bad when it came to the top here? I wanted it to be kind of connected from the sides. Is it too late to kind of connect them, sort of? Sort of late? No, I don't think. Let me hit G. I mean S to scale. What if I want to scale it? Okay, scaling it actually does not. Okay, scaling it just made it look a little bad. I want to scale it again. No, not that much. Shut up. Scaling basically just changes its position. 8.5 out of 10. You know what? I'll actually take it. I'm gonna take it. Thank you very much. Okay, you know what? Let me just go there. Alright. I think I know. I might go to stock mode and then I'm gonna remesh. I'm gonna remesh it to be a bit smaller. There. Wow, that just broke my mesh. I just realized why did it break my mesh. I don't have any kind of closing here. That's the reason it's basically an open mesh now. Okay, my top was apparently messed up. You know what? I can fix it. It's not that big a deal. Kind of doesn't look that bad, to be honest. I might want to keep this as one of my outfits. I'm gonna select that. I'm gonna go with Shift A, and I'm pretty sure, I think it was Control A and then transform all. Apply transform. I think there was something like Shift N, Control N. Hold up. How do you flip it? Convert to mesh, mirror, snap, parent. Guys, how do you like flip it? I forgot. Like Control N or something. Where's the face? I'm trying to figure that out myself. The face is inside. I want to flip my entire mesh. I forgot how do you do that. I know it's something like Control N or something. Was it Shift? Oh, was it Alt N? No? Okay, I guess I'm gonna go here. I'm pretty sure. How do you flip your mesh? Okay, you know what? Let me go to the other tab and say how to flip my face in Blender if it's red. Let's see. Flip your face in edit mode. Okay, we gotta be in edit mode. Press Alt N. There we go. I knew it was Alt N. And then recalculate insides. Normals is menu. Okay, flip. So I can go ahead and recalculate a flip. Hello? Wait, oh shoot, I had to flip the whole thing. There we go. Let's go with Alt N, flip. Well, there we have it. Okay, so this is my original face here. Why does it's the insides, they're not really insiding. Use rectangle normals if you want to flip multiple faces. Select face A, press Alt N, choose recalculate outsides. Okay, I guess let's go here. Let's go with tab A, Alt N, recalculate outsides. Well, I think that did the trick. See a little bit of red here. I could potentially fix myself. Hope it's just this that I selected, right? Okay, and then I'm gonna go with Alt N. I might go with recalculate outsides. Inside. Outside. Okay, I guess I don't want to select any of those. Just that, not those, not any like those either. Just this. I'm gonna go with Alt N and let's flip. Perfect. And then this side is perfect, that side's perfect, perfect, perfect. Alright, good. Now we actually add colors to this. Here's the thing, it doesn't look as good as I thought it looked like. Besides the actual model, the skin doesn't, the clothes really doesn't go that well with my skin here. But oh well, I think I can work on it a bit more later. For the time being, was I in shading or like UV editing? Where was I? Pretty sure I was in shading, right? Oh, what if I go with the hair? Oh yeah, okay, I was here. So, what color should the top be? I might go ahead and add something new here. I'm gonna go ahead and change my base color to, let's say, oh wow. Guys, this was on instinct. It kind of matches my hair color, but I don't think this is what my game would go good with. I think it might go good with something like orange. I'm gonna get it here. Then let's set this to be orange. And yeah, of course, I'm gonna change my hair color. I just added that for some reason. What color? Okay, what color? Okay, let's see. What colors look good for NPCs? Question mark. Let's see. Okay, what color? The hex code for the color as well. Let's see. Okay, find colors that look so color hex code HTML. Okay, color by hex code. I know the hex code. I just need to get the. What colors do you guys think would look good? What if I decrease the alpha? Nope, I gotta increase the alpha. I'm just wondering what it does. What is the IOR? Whoa, that makes it look metallic. That is absolutely bad. Ooh, this makes it look cartoonish. Okay, wait, roughness? What does the roughness do? What if I increase the roughness? It's not rough at all. Okay, I think let's have it be normal. Those should see. Metallic. Okay, you know what? I don't know if Unreal Engine really has the metallic, this thing, like if you can really have something metallic in Unreal Engine, but diffuse, I have color. What color would look good? Where's the face? Okay, guys, I don't really know how, I didn't really know how to model eyes and everything. I'm gonna learn that when I'm modeling my character, I mean my male mesh. For here, I just have some greasing in my nose for some reason. I don't know why. I tried using a lot of smoothing it out, but it didn't really smooth it out. So I just added a bit of a nose up there. Okay, well I guess let's add color for this. What color should I keep the bottom? What if it's yellow? Guys, just for the record, I'm awful at adding colors or all that stuff. What if I go with orange? You know what? It may look so much better if both my hair and my color is the same. I don't know. I want it to look better, but this doesn't really. This doesn't. What if it's black? People can hardly go bad with black, to be honest. This guys, y'all can't tell me that this which one. Okay, unless they're from the yakuza or the mafias, they can't really actually wear a casual black uniform and just expect to be in a fighting PvE game. I wanted them to have more of a traditional outfit, for example, like swords and like different kinds of things. This just looks like a casual, let's say, party game. I don't know. Can I go with white? I don't know. I want some color recommendations. What is a color that I think orange is the closest. All right, guys. What if I go with orange and blue? It's gonna be the same as the Goku theme. Although I'm not really gonna do it, but this is just having some fun. Let's see. What if it's green, red, pink? Actually, that might look good because it matches the hair. I was thinking that I'd rather change the hair's color as well, but let's see. How does that look? And then I might change this to be exactly the same color, just so it kind of matches. Okay, because I can always have different variations of these outfits. I mean, okay, I will not say. Okay, you know what? They have a good little relic here. What if the relic is black and it's metallic? Metallic, let's say. What if I go with metallic white relic? Let's say. Guys, this just looks a thing out of Barbie right now. I gotta change something up real fast. Oh, you know what? I think I like the black. Blackpink? Hold on, this I might be going somewhere with this. Hmm. Okay, what is the usual color of armors? Positive. I could go ahead and stick at be with white at first, and then I might select this, go to edit mode, and just color half the mesh here. So, wow, I can use shift. What if I want to just color that part? Will only this mesh change to darker color? Nah, the whole mesh changes. Uh, I don't know what color would look good here. I don't want to just randomly slap textures to it. You know what? Let's change my hair color. Just gonna copy this just so I lose it. I mean, just so I don't lose it. All right. If something isn't awful, I mean, I'm very sure this is this. Uh, Try making it golden. The hair. I mean, I don't know if blonde would really look that good with this. What if I just went with black? Nah. You know what? White hair. I want to save my color somewhere. What up, guys? Let me just go ahead and open this. I might just go to my say modeling chat. Here we go. I'm just gonna go ahead and paste this here for the time being. Just my colors. This is should I say hex colors? Hex colors so I don't lose them. There we go, guys. This is one of the workspace that I actually added. Try making it golden. The shoulder plates. Oh, I see. Okay, wait. Before I really go with that, I want to test one thing. Let's go with something like. Wait, what am I changing? The colors off. What up? Okay. Is there? Oh, it's just the fist. I forgot my fist and my. I had two different female bodies here, right? Wait a minute. I think I had to go to edit mode and then I had to hit L. This selects my whole body. And now if I were to go back here, I'm in there. If I were to change my color now, it's just changed my fists. Okay, well, I guess let's go with the shoulder plates. Let's check the RGB. What is the RG? Actually, what is the hex code for golden? Question mark. Okay, the hex for golden is this. Let's copy that. Okay. Now I'm gonna go ahead and paste it here. This hardly looks like a hex. Oh wow, it actually did. This looks like a vibrant yellow. What if I increase the metallicness with the metallicity? Hey, I mean, okay, you know what? If okay, let's think about the story here. It would make sense that it's yellow if my mesh here was a relic. If my shoulder plates was a relic, then that would make sense. It looks like a relic, to be honest. I don't know. It's like this character usually is a chill character, um, but then let's say she had to fight as an NPC, of course, because of the developers. Then later on, she chose to wear a armor plate. There we go. That's a nice little backstory, guys. I think it covers it up. Okay, I think this looks good, the shoulder plates from here. And does that kind of look good for the head? It doesn't match. That actually does make sense. I was thinking the same thing, but I was like just randomly slap stuff here. I don't know why am I spending so much time. I gotta work on making the map as well now. I don't know though. Wait, actually, hold up. Whatever color this is, it's like a very light sky blue. It matches with black. So what if I went with the armor plate does not go at all with this character here. What if I hide them real quick? Without it, my skin just looks a little incomplete. True edge. I'm gonna decrease the metallicness. I don't know. What if this was sky blue as well and my top was sky blue too? Hey, how does that look? I'm starting to wonder that I should have added gloves, to be honest. That would have made it look so much. You know what? I might really add gloves. Okay, hold up. Let me go back to modeling real quick. Do I want to add gloves here? Whoa, what just happened to my entire skin? Why are they red from here? Okay, let's go to edit mode. I'm gonna go with A. I'm gonna go with, let's say, Alt N. I want to recalculate outsides. There we go. And not bad. I just want to add gloves real quick because that's something that's kind of missing with this outfit now. Okay, well, I guess it won't take that much work to add gloves. I'm just gonna go with add. I want to add, let's say, a cube. I'm gonna hit S to decrease the size of my cube. I'm gonna go with GY. And I know this is my final mesh. I shouldn't be adding gloves or anything here. But well, it's fine. It's not like I'm gonna be adding much content to this anytime soon. GZ, GY. Okay, and then that's pretty much it. I'm gonna go ahead and hit tab, Control R. This is gonna be 30. Okay, and then I'm gonna add a Control R here. This is gonna be 30. And then I'm gonna add a Control R here. This is gonna be 30. Okay, and then I'm gonna go to tab. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go to a shrink wrap modifier. Let's add a shrink wrap to my. Whoa, that actually stuck with my clothes there. Why did it stick with my clothes there? Interesting. Maybe because I need to scale it down a little. Or is it because it's kind of stuck to me? Okay, that's nice. Y, and then S. Why does S get me in the center? GZ. Okay, let's go with GX. And then S. Okay, GZ. Knee higher. Okay, and then lastly, I'm gonna go with SY. Okay, and then I'm gonna go with GY. Okay, perfect. Now, hopefully it doesn't. Why? What is it? What is making it stick? Hey, the gloves would have looked good. I'm not even gonna lie. What's making it stick to my pants? Maybe I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna hit H2 hide. And then let's go here. Let's go ahead and try adding this now. Is it sticking to my skin for some reason? What if I can't hit hide to that because it wouldn't make sense. How else will I add my gloves? Okay, you know what? I don't think I really need gloves. I have to probably do it from the other mesh. There. Okay, you know what? Not bad. I think I'm pretty happy with this. Okay, now final part. Let's go ahead and grab Claude here. Ta-da. Guys, it's about time that I use Claude. I'm gonna go here. It's gonna be a brand new chat. I'm gonna grab that there, exit that, maybe X that, and say something like Windows Shift S. Gonna take a picture. I'm gonna grab Claude here. I'm gonna paste it and say something like Sensei. So I am done modeling my mesh, exclamation. Now I want to decrease the number of polygons, like make it a bit low poly while keeping all the details. I am pretty sure that we use the decimate tool, although the thing that I was curious about is that should I decimate first or should I add the rig first? Okay, let's see, because I want to rig it as well so I can have different kinds of animation, but in the same time, I do want to kind of animate it. Decimate first, then rig. Great work on the mesh, and yes, you're right. The decimate modifier by decimate rigging is built. Okay, how to decimate properly for a character? Apply an existing modifier before decimate. Okay, go to proportional, go to properties, modifier, wrench icon, add modifier, decimate. Use collapse mode default, good for organic shapes like a body. Adjust the ratio slider for game ready characters. Should I join my mesh first? Should I join my mesh first, or is it okay if my clothes and hair are not the same as are not stuck to my body? Okay, let's see. Keep them separate. Do not join your meshes before rigging. Here's why. The reason to keep them separate, individual, how it works when you simply parent all meshes objects at the same armature. Okay, select a mesh, shift click your armature, control P with empty groups, armature deform. What even is armature? They all follow the same skeleton. The only exception. Uh So should I select all my meshes and then do and then apply the decimate to all my meshes at the same time, question mark? Okay, I guess I'm gonna hydrate my lips real quick as well. Okay, one at a time, not all. Okay, mesh follow, 0.5, hair, I see, okay. In that case, let's go to my regular mesh first. I'm gonna hide everything. Let's hide my shorts, let's hide my shoes, let's hide my crop, I'm gonna hide my hair and my armor. There we go, so this is basically my body. Do I have anything else to hide? There we go. I'm gonna select it, I'm gonna right click, I'm gonna go ahead and add a modifier. Let's go with decimate. unsub. Okay, what to do now? Let's go with something like Windows Shift S. Selected. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna paste it and say I am here. Wait, hold up, guys. Is it just me? Please tell me my. Oh God. Okay, I was so scared for a second. I thought that I have my a nightlight on. That's the reason you got and you guys might see everything in the nightest mode up here, if that makes any sense. Okay, I did add the decimate modifier. What should do next? Okay, let's see. Good progress. Now let's reduce the polygons. I can see the polygons counts at 467,000. That's a very high rate, and the ratio is still at 1.0, meaning nothing has been reduced yet. What to do right now? Lower the ratio by clicking on the 1. Okay, drag it down for female, try 0.5 and see how it looks. What to watch out for? Face should look smooth and recognizable. Details around the elbows, knees, chest for good deformation later. Target somewhere around 50 to 100,000. Only notice your body is 467k, which is quite high for a character mesh. Okay. I am going to be using this mesh in UE5. So is there a recommended amount question mark? Okay, recommended amount for Unreal Engine 5 is 50 to 100,000, NPC close to 2,000 to 50,000. NPC background is going to be 5,000 to 15,000. Mobile characters. Here's the thing, if I'm going to be adding animation, this may be my main character. Or okay, you know what? Let's see. I'm going to decrease this. Okay, gonna make sure that before I really decrease it, I'm gonna make sure that I take a good look. Okay, so there, and my arms. Okay, gonna make sure that. Why is it so hard to control? There we go. Okay, I might get rid of the nose wrinkles with this, but I need to make sure that everything looks exactly like this. Okay, now let's go ahead and decrease this. Whoa. Wait, I'm such an idiot. I could have just hit tab and I could have just checked my, where is the L? Doesn't L work? Hey. Okay, those are a lot. Is it even changing a thing? Maybe because I'm not in object mode. Okay. Oh, I see. Oh, that's laggy. Wait, can you guys even see me doing anything in OBS? Oh, wow, it looks exactly the same as my character. I mean, it looks exactly the same. It's just decimated now. Let me just make sure everything is added. Yeah, making sure that nothing is broken from anywhere. Wait, I see something here. Is this just the background lighting or something? I can just decrease it to 0. Thing is, will it really decrease to 0? I'm trying my best to decrease it to 0. I guess we wait. I'm literally trying to decrease it to 0. It's not decreasing. Okay, at least I know that it's working. Uh-oh. My gosh, this is so laggy. 0 point, let's decrease it a little more. Oh wait, that's 59,000, so it's currently that. I'm gonna change that to 0 as well. Okay. Hey, it does break a few meshes, but it's not half bad. I'm gonna go ahead and change that to I don't know, maybe 9, 7. Want to keep it just enough. Okay, if I go close enough, my meshes are sort of breaking from everywhere. Not that much that it's not recognizable, but I'm gonna change that to 8. Has it changed to 8? Hey, look, if this is gonna be my NPC, wow, that's 40,000. Okay, you know what? Let's change this to 7. You guys might be thinking, why am I going back to 7? There. Okay, perfect. Look, the reason I'm going back to 7 is because I will be having clothes on top, right? So even if there are like a few slight hand differences, oh my gosh, for my NPCs it wouldn't matter much. Then I'm gonna apply. That's taking a lot of time to apply. Wait, I think it kind of messed my belly button up though. Oh wow, that decreased my vertices like... Wait a minute. Was my mesh not joint or something? Hold on. I'm gonna be adding my modifier again. And I'm gonna make sure that I have this number copied. 07. And I forgot I didn't have my chat open. Are you going to do any animations? Yeah, actually I'm going to be applying a few animations, but I'm going to copy this for now. For the time being, I'm just decreasing my rigs here, or my poly count. And then I delete. I'm going to select, I'm going to hit tab. Are they the same exact mesh? I'm going to go with A, Control J. They look like the same exact mesh, like I'm not even going to lie right now. But apparently when adding a decimate modifier, they don't look like that. Wait, they do kind of look now. Tab. Did I? Did I? Oh god. Okay. We can decrease this to 6, I guess. It wouldn't make that big of... You know what? Let's go with 5. Let's go with 5. Whoa. Okay, there we go. Finally, I'm trying to see some breaks here. Therefore, this is going to go ahead and move on to 6. Okay, I still see some breaks. I guess we're going to move it on to a 7. And just keep slowly increasing that. That's going to be 7. I'm going to change all that to 0. Exactly on dot. Let's change that to 7.5. Okay, here's the thing. Okay, it has a few cracks and a few breaks, but not something that it's nothing that it makes it look kind of bad. If I were to get my shots back, the basic stuff, and my top back, the belly button still, it looks a little disproportion, but let's copy that. And I'm gonna get back to my max. I'm gonna go back to 100. Let's go to 1. 400,000. Okay, this definitely makes a huge difference when it comes to my belly button here, but is it worth it? It's definitely not worth it. I'm gonna change back. There we go. Okay, I guess that's pretty much it. I'm gonna go back to shorts and I'm gonna just add that back. I'm gonna remove that. I'm gonna apply. Okay, there we go. These are definitely not too many vertices. It's a whole different story when it comes to my breasts up there. Okay, now this is how my mesh looks. Okay, let's go with something like Windows Shift. Wait, is there a way to check how many? It's 35k vertices, right? Let's go with Windows Shift S. Let's take a quick little picture. Interesting, huh? Interesting. Okay, let's go ahead and paste this here and say my mesh has 35k vertices now. However, the rest part did not really decimate all that much. Probably because it had a lot of vertices, question mark. Okay, that actually looks good. 35k is solid, but yes, I can clearly see the issue. The breasts are much denser topology than the rest. What happens? The decimate modifier tries to preserve shape. Since the breast area has high curvature, it kept more vertices there to maintain the form. Oh, I see. This is actually the modifier doing its job correctly. Option leave it manually. Okay, that's good. It's good. Other thing, you're in edit mode, but the modifier panel is empty. Okay, that means you already applied the decimate, which is correct. However, the topology looks quite triangulated, which is normal after decimated. Just should be aware triangles are fine, but they can cause weird deformations when breaking the joints. Keep an eye on that. Wait, how to fix the triangle then? Okay, well, I guess I want to fix the triangle next. Fixing triangles. Honestly, for an Unreal Engine 5 game character, there are two things. Don't fix them, recommended. Unreal Engine 5 covers everything. Do triangles, okay, remesh instead. It cleans, removes meshes. Set vertexes, just add vertex size. Option 3, instant mesh, best for both worlds. A free tool called Instant Mesh that can auto read topologize your mesh into clean quads. Meshes OBJ. That's fine. I think I'm gonna go ahead and move on now. Okay, let's go with my hair next. I'm gonna go ahead and hide this. Let's go up to my hair. I'm gonna go ahead and let's say add a decimate modifier, which is gonna go ahead and have a less symmetry now. Wait, before that I forgot, I always keep looking at them. Hey, wait, I think I might need this here because I wanna see my, oh my gosh, no. It gives me a lot of bald spots from up here. Wait, I have those bald spots in general, like what? Wait a minute. Uh, what if, okay, this is just the thing. What if I add 0? All right. A bit more, just a tad bit more. Hey, somehow this looks so much better than what I had before. Nah, just a bit more. I'm gonna add a bit more. Why is this so laggy? Like, oh my gosh. There. How's that? 41,000 for this. This takes a good second to actually. Fine, let's add a number 0.0005. It's still something. Okay, I guess I'm gonna go with 0.05. Actually, 0.005. It's a mesh, okay? It's not supposed to look good. It's supposed to look just is whoa, that is still a lot of meshes. Maybe because I forgot to apply it. What does unsubdivide do? Does unsubdivide do anything? Wait, does that add faces? How many faces does my collapse have? 1,000, right? For my hair and then my family. Angle limit. Okay, wait, let me say there are 2 more options beside collapse. I see ... And another question. What does unsubdivide to and what does, let's go with PLANAR planner do. PLANAR planner do. They're the 2 options. This OPTIONS beside, let's say, collapse. They have a lot of vertices as well, to be honest. Okay, the three decimated modules explained. Great question. Here's what each does. Collapse what you need, merges vertices, unsubdivide the opposite of subdivision surface. It only works if your mesh was originally created using subdivision surface, which it is not. Remove spaces that's flat. Not ideal, not ideal. Okay, I am working on my hair now. Let's go with something like hair now. What did you do? Might take a quick little picture up here. I'm gonna go to collapse. I'm gonna go to Windows Shift S. Take a quick little picture. Does that even, come on, let's be honest. Does it look like a good little hair? I'm gonna paste that here. I'm gonna do what to do now. And then let's send it. Okay, let's be honest. Does this look like a good head? Stop, your head is over decimated. I can see two big problems. It is kind of over decimated. Problem one, ratio 0.00, way too low. That is basically 0.5% of the original mess. You've almost deleted the entire hair, and that's why it looks broken and jagged. Hey, you know, I don't think we should think it that way. It looks pretty awesome in my opinion. Like, okay, you know what? It actually does look kind of bad. Okay, problem two. Face count is only 1820. That's actually too low for a hair. It loses its shape. Your hair originally had decent details, and this is destroying it. What to do right now? Increase the ratio immediately. Target 8,000 to 12,000. Why hair is tricky to decimate? Okay, so 0.3. Let's go with something like 0.05. Let's see. That's gonna. Whoa. Okay. Hey, look, it's still a lot of meshes. Okay, I don't know. Target around 18,000 meshes. Space for that detail. Why hair is tricky to decimate? Hair meshes. Okay. My recommended for hair. Specifically, be very conservative with hair decimation. Try this ratio. Check looks intact. Okay. Didn't the hair look good though? Question mark. Because this will be my NPC. I did change it though. Okay, I mean that even though, okay, you know what? This doesn't look half bad actually. I might just leave it as it is. Then let's send it. Looks great at 0.05 ratio and 1820, 18,295 paces. That hair actually looks pretty clean and well shaped. Good keeping it there. The world of NPC, since it is an NPC and not your main hero character, you can be more aggressive with the decimation. Player won't be super close to her. Hair shape is preserved, okay. One thing I still see though, there are those red pink artifacts in the middle of the hair, overlapping faces, they separate mesh objects sitting on there. Inverted normals, edit mode, A mesh, okay, go to mesh, normals, recalculate or just the shift N. Okay, let's go here. Oh wow, there are a lot of meshes up there. Actually, I'm gonna hit tab. Wait for it to this thing. I'm gonna. Whoa! Oh my gosh, there's no way I exited that. Control Z. Hello. Okay, I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna apply. Oh, why is it taking so long to apply? Oh wow, that. Okay, that did good. I'm gonna go with A. I'm gonna go with Shift N. Nope. Alt N. Recalculate outsides. It's literally all recalculated. So I'm just gonna go here. Here's the thing. I want to add another 0 here, 0.005. Because look, since it's my NPC, I make the calls for it, right? Like, oh my gosh, this. Okay, let's not keep it 0.005. I might go with 009. 3K, this isn't bad, okay? I don't want a lot of detailing for this. Let's apply. You guys might think that I might add more detailing, but then... Guys, this looks awesome. Like, I like seeing less vertices on hairs. And then my other mesh already has less vertices. It's all getting perfect now. It's all just... Okay, let's move on to the shoe next. That is my shoe. I'm gonna go ahead and hit tab. Those are a lot of vertices. Therefore, I'm gonna go to decimate. Let's go with 0.005. Wait, let's go 0.001. Hey, this is just me throwing a random shot in the blind. Face count 0. Okay. Oh, I see. 7K. Wait, who even needs that much detail for shoes? 40? Nah, that's too less. Okay, that looks good. 826. Perfect. Okay, and then let's go with the bottoms. I'm gonna select that. Okay, this is where I might need a lot of detail now. Hello, I'm selecting my bottom. There. Okay, and then I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go to, let's say, something like um, edit, decimate. Gonna go back to tab. Now let's decrease this. Okay, at least I can see it manually decreasing. 10K, we're going to decrease it a bit more. Wow, that's just... Um, it looks chunky. Let's try to apply it real quick. Okay, and then I want to just tab, right click and shade smooth. It has less details though. I don't know if I want. Okay, look, I'm already being really what is, I forgot the right word for it. Pesky, should I say pesky? When it comes to the I forgot the right word. Hey, hold up, this actually might look good. It actually has the natural greases that I was looking for. I was gonna be using the grease modifier for that. But oh well, this looks pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and apply my smoothness. Okay. And then lastly, let's go with my crop top. Tab. This already has less vertices, but let's just decimate it. Okay, my face count. Well, okay, there. Wow, that's literally just one triangle. I'm gonna go ahead and increase it to, what up? 186 triangles. Oh my gosh. Okay, wait, what if I increase it a lot? Okay, I definitely see where it loses its actual proportions. There. Okay, it looks pretty good. The only thing is that it's kind of messed up from the sides. That's pretty bad, but it's fine. I'm gonna hit tab. Wait, I'm gonna apply first. Apply moment of truth. Oh, this looks so much better. Now let's go with everything in general. I'm gonna go with something like A, then I'm gonna go with tab. This is my total amount of vertices. How do you let's go with something like how to check my total number of vertices used on Blender. Okay, let's see. So enable status bar, go to Windows. Okay, go to Windows and then show status bar. Wait, wasn't it checked? Go to Windows, show status bar. Okay, and display the bar at the bottom of the screen. Show scene statistics. Right click on the status bar. Oh, show scene statistics. And then in edit mode, the statistics will be displayed next to the status bar. It literally is not. Let's right click and then I wanna see statistics, scene duration, system memory, video. You know what? I'm gonna go with A and then I'm gonna go with tab. Where does it? Oh, there we go. It shows the number of vertices right here and the left. So vertices. Faces 43,000. Not really bad actually. I'm gonna show it before and after mesh picture here real quick. Oh wait, no. I forgot one thing. I forgot how good this looked that I forgot all about my armor guard. I'm gonna go with tab. Oh, there we go. No wonder. This is something that I was taking most of my vertices off. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and click tab, so like that. I'm gonna go here, let's decimate. And now I'm gonna decimate this a bit. Fun fact, it literally doesn't even look at like anything. It's like, even if I have it to be like 600, you know what? This looks so much better than the detailed one. I may just be saying stuff randomly because, I just wanna. Oh, it's so hard to work with this when it's so tedious. Alright, alright, alright. Let me just go ahead and apply. And then there we go. I'm just going to right click and shade auto smooth. This just shades it smooth and it doesn't even have as many vertices as I think it would. I'm gonna go up here. Guys, this actually looks pretty awesome. I'm pretty happy or like satisfied with this. Okay, and then I'm gonna go with tab and I'm gonna send the actual, yo, this mesh looks pretty good. It just doesn't have a face. Let's go there and then let's go with Windows Shift S. Nope, I didn't need that. Windows Shift S. Let's take a quick little picture. Then I'm gonna grab Claude back up here. Let's go ahead and paste it. Make sure this thing is working. Let me see. Since this is my end result with all my vertices decimated. How to check to my total vertices question mark. Hey, look, even if it looks like it's low poly, I think it's pretty good. Like it's actually pretty nice. I did not expect it to be this good actually. I'm gonna go up here. Okay, looking great. The character looks clean. How to check? Poly count. The easiest way is overlay menu in the top right of the viewport. Click the viewport overlay buttons. Okay. And then check statistics. Viewport overlay. Oh wait, shoot! I forgot to hit Control S. Whew. Okay, guys, can't be making a mistake again. Okay, so viewport overlay button. Location. Wait, what did I have to do again? Hold up. Let me just go back up here. Let me just maybe reload everything. I'm gonna go there. Hold on, guys. Give me a sec. Decimating mesh. There it goes. Opening Claude in the other tab. Okay. How to check total poly count? Easiest way. Click viewports. Do you guys see a viewport somewhere up here? Viewport. I see view here. Or wait, viewport overlay button. Viewport overlay button. I think these are my viewport overlay buttons, right? That is this. This is my overlays. And then what is that? That is shading. Okay, you know what? Let's just go with shading. I should see statistics. There we go. That's 8. Okay, well, total vertices is 61,000, edges is 93,000, face is 44,000. It's a perfectly complete mesh. This will show you the vertices and all that stuff, or armor. Okay, the one thing I noticed is image 1, the wireframe view shows the stocking slash leg area looks very dense. Okay, still those tiny diamond patterns have a lot of geometry. Make sure the shoe area and the leg area got properly decimated. Yeah, look, okay, they look kind of dense, but then it's basically pretty good actually. Okay, I'm gonna go here. This is me selecting everything, and I'm gonna take a quick little picture here, just to make sure everything is dense up. Go here. Let's go with Windows Shift S. Wait, before I go with Windows Shift S, I'm gonna go with A and select everything. You know what? Let's just select everything this way. I'm gonna go with Tab. There. Then take a quick little picture. I'm gonna go ahead and grab Claude here. And now let's go ahead and paste this. Okay, I'm gonna say, those are my max vertices. Okay, this shows it in the top left. Excellent user character is well within budget. So triangles, okay. The character also looks clean. You're now ready to move on. Your next step will be to create the armature slash rig. Okay, I don't know how to do any of those. Okay, too high is 100,000 plus. Target for NPC. Oh, okay. So, okay, not bad, not bad. From the viewport, okay. Now, what if I want to load it in Unreal Engine? How do I really add my armature? Okay, I am pretty nervous for the rigging because I have never done it before. Dot dot dot. That said, I might rig it later after watching a few. Let's go with something like after watching a few tutorials. And by the way, Tux is the short form for tutorials here. That said, I might work on making a map. Let's say I might work on making a map. Dot dot dot. That said, I forgot what I was gonna say. So about the maps. Mm, okay, I have heard some people say that we should never make the map as one mesh. Instead, we need to have it as separate meshes. Is that right? Question mark. Okay, let's see. Okay, that's totally valid. Rigging takes time to learn. And yes, to make your map with one mesh. Why performance slash culling on Unreal Engine 5 of FruStem culling, it only renders what the camera can see. If your map is one mesh, Unreal Engine sees it as one object and renders all of it. Oh, I see. Okay, so just curious. Even though my characters, okay, even though my character, let's think, even though my what was I gonna say? My NPC, even though my NPCs, not even though, just curious. So, once I gotta remove this. So, once my NPC have been rigged, should I join all the meshes question mark or just keep them separate, like close is a separate mesh. Let's say something like shoes is a separate mesh, etc. Okay, and guys, I had a lot of typos up there. Keep them separate until export. This is actually a great question. During rigging development, keep separate. The reason when exporting Unreal Engine, join if this is one time you should join everything, select all your meshes, Control J. Oh, okay, I see. Golden rule, never join your original Blender file. Instead, keep your original Blender file with everything separate. File, save as, make a copy. Oh, I see, okay. In case we really want to add different kind of changes later on. Speaking of which, I think that might be pretty much it for now. I think I'm pretty satisfied with this mesh. It's actually pretty good. Okay, guys, I can't actually look away. It's so good that I might actually add this in my community post. Let me just take a quick little screenshot in that case. And now I'm gonna exit this whole thing. You know what? Let me just do it on stream because, guys, this actually took so long, and I feel like it's I'm pretty satisfied with what it really did. I'm gonna go there. Let's go to something like create pose. There we go. It's been a while since I've used this stuff. And then let's go with something like a image poll. I'm gonna go ahead. Actually, not an image poll. Let's see. Have a text poll. I have a video poll. I can go ahead and add some images. I'm gonna go there. Hold on, guys. Give me a quick little second. Let me just go to my latest picture here. Okay, I'm gonna just go ahead and edit preview, edit this part. Maybe just zoom in a little. Okay, I'm gonna go there and then I'm gonna save a preview. Okay, and then I might actually add something here. Let's say, I have finally made a good looking mesh. Made it! Exclamation, there we go. Okay, now let me just go ahead and grab it here. Okay, so basically I just said I finally made a good looking mesh rated. Make sure you guys rate it. I want to know you guys' feedback on this. Let's go ahead and send it here. Also, because it's been a while since I uploaded like a post. That's it. I think that's pretty much it. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to my main camera. Alright guys, I didn't even realize that I went outside my screen if you guys were in my vertical stream. There we go. Alright guys, so basically that was pretty much it for the stream. If you guys did enjoy the stream, don't forget to actually, if you guys did enjoy the stream, make sure to like, share, subscribe, like it's my algorithm train, make sure to subscribe to the turn up. That said, I will start multi-streaming on Twitch and Tik again. Once I get a better graphics card, I'm going to start streaming on Instagram and TikTok as well if I didn't meet the following requirement. So if you guys really enjoy my content and follow me there, make sure to follow me there. The link is going to be in the description. The link is going to be in the bio. You guys can get access to my Instagram's link by typing exclamation Instagram. Actually, by typing exclamation socials on chat. That said, also join my Discord server. The link is going to be in the description. The link is going to be in the bio. I usually talk to you guys, chat with you guys, have general conversation with you guys in my Discord server. Also give you guys my roadmap for the time being, my Unreal Engine's roadmap, SDL's roadmap, C++ and Python's roadmaps. Those are the 4 roadmaps that I really had. The link is going to be in the description. The link is going to be in the bio. You guys can get access to my Discords. My Discords is linked by typing exclamation Discord on chat. And that said, I'll catch you guys in the next live stream or video. Peace. And I'm actually going to be working on making a bit off stream as well, just so I can follow the tutorials. But then later on, once I do work with my male anatomy, and also hopefully my tree meshes, which I want them to kind of move around, if I had time, I'm going to be doing that on stream too, just to get a basic gist. I'm going to work a bit off stream. That's that. Let's end the stream.